was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades, with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Liv, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up where the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces, and with me I got my man Liv.
I'm the Sofrito Papi, and I got no intro today because I forgot to come up with one.
You don't need one.
As always, I got my man Bacardi in the building.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing this fucking evening?
Hey, I'm doing great,
Hey,
man. As always, we got Didge in the building.
And it is Didge, not Diz, like some out here like to say.
I forgot to do our
Some
alter
artists like
egos.
to say it is Didge. Just to let
I
you
forgot
know
to
what's
say
happening.
Rudio. What was it?
It's also Didge with a
Was
with
it
a
Caesar?
D-I-J.
No,
It was Ron Caesars.
it's Ron
Ron
Caesars.
Caesars.
It's
That
Ederson.
It was Ederson,
Ederson
and liberalization.
Yeah,
Liberalization.
And your full name is Ederson Liberalization.
Liberalization. Gonzalez.
Rudio.
And
Rudio Strong.
It was Rudio, and it was just Deuce. It was
Rudio Deuce Strong.
And Diz with two Z's.
Demetrius
Diz
Diz
with two Z's.
Strong.
And a
Didge with a J.
And a Didge with a J.
and then it was
That was
Demetrius
French as hell.
Geeksets.
Hey, Diz with a J is French as hell.
Demetrius
dog.
Geekset.
It's the Dijon, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's that Dijon of it, fam. Like,
No, so if y'all don't know, man, we're the only podcast that was featured in Forbes that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and there was a lot of articles that were coming from it.
Wait. And Milwaukee Journal Sentinel.
And
Because
Black
what we're
Wall
about to
Street.
talk about
Yeah.
is what came from
Oh, yeah,
this.
that's right.
Well,
It did come
I was
from
going
that
to
one.
timeline it. You know, after
I mean, literally, that is the timeline, though, kind of.
yeah. So there's many articles came from it, and then we end up doing a whole amazing piece in Journal Sentinel. Shout out to bro. Let me get his name just so we don't butcher his name, man. But like he did.
And he wouldn't be the first person who got their name butchered today. So
shit.
Right.
Somebody did a fucking horror movie on us.
Yeah. So, and the only thing I can think of, bro, is that like it had to be a bot.
it's something
that
copied
either
it and said,
that
yep, I need
either
to replace this.
the bot said, all right, let's read this article out loud and then translate it from the translation from the bot, because I don't if it was a bot just mirroring the Journal Sentinel,
It should have just been word
it should have been word for word.
Yeah.
They called
Drake
Champ
Bentley,
the winner.
shout out to Drake Bentley, man, you know, from the
They
Journal
called
Sentinel.
Champ the winner.
The winner.
And the winner. Champ's the
Like,
winner.
he was just
Champ the winner.
Hey, they realized the song said Champ. Like, oh, he won something.
He
won something.
He won something. I didn't even put that two together until now.
Hey, that's why I didn't think about that. at first.
But this article butchered everything. They called it blurred culture, BLURRED
And they called
culture.
it blood. And then they said we're doing a documentary on blood.
Oh yeah, we apparently we blood.
We are
culture.
not doing-
We're doing a documentary on blood culture.
Right. Blood culture, fam. Boy.
Chicago.
This is oh yeah. No, fuck Chicago.
Wow.
In NBA.
Wow.
In the
What
NBA.
a way to alienate.
In the NBA, it's Bucks and whatever. Bulls, y'all getting y'all
Okay,
ass
because
whooped.
I mean, I ain't.
It came
I
in
ain't
strong.
trying to have.
It came in strong.
I ain't trying to have 63rd up on this bitch.
You talking
love
about
the city- I love the
Bucks
city of
versus
Chicago.
Bulls. I love Chicago.
I love the
and
city of
I
Chicago.
actually fuck with the Bulls. DeRozan is cold as fuck to me.
I actually,
But he-
Wait, Derrick Rose is still on the board?
DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, okay. I thought you said D Rose.
Actually, I actually don't mind the Bulls as a team.
Me either. I fuck with the Bulls.
we going
but right
against them,
now, it's
so
Bucks against them. DeRozan went crazy on his last game. Right now, we got about 20, right?
24 at this.
24, yeah. At y'all arena. So when y'all watching this, y'all already done lost. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, man, big dog, greatest player in the league right now. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Over KD, over Bron, over Steph, over Kawhi. It's Giannis league. It's Giannis era.
Giannis, we finally have the greatest player in the NBA.
In the NBA
Currently,
on our team, dog.
It is Giannis.
Giannis is
Currently.
But yeah, so yeah, that article butchered everything.
That's
Yeah.
insane, ain't it? Right? We ain't had that since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
And then he left because he didn't like the nightlife in Milwaukee. So
Is that why he left?
Yep.
I
That's
don't know
what I've heard.
because I've been watching. Have you been watching Winning Time?
What?
Well,
You been watching Winning Time?
That's the Showtime Lakers.
Showtime.
Oh, with
on
the Lakers
HBO?
shit? I have
Oh,
not.
it's so
Bro,
good.
they did Larry Bird bogus.
No, they did. What's old?
And Dr.
they did
J.
Larry
No,
Bird
not Dr.
bogus.
Dre. What's old boy? No, I like how they did Larry Bird.
The actor who playing Larry Bird, they did him.
They
bogus.
made him-
Oh, wait. This isn't a documentary? This is a show?
It's a show.
It's a dramatization.
In fact, let me
It's
show
so
you.
good.
Let me show you.
Bro, they made Larry.
He acting good. He acting good.
They made Larry Bird like
fam don't
white
look
boy. Like, man,
Let
you,
me-
man. I'm about to beat your
Let me
ass.
see that.
Like,
That's a lie. I met Larry Bird when I was
he
about
talked mad
8
shit.
years
Well, no,
old.
they said Larry Bird
said
talked
Larry
mad
Bird
shit,
talked
I
and
will
this
never
Larry Bird talk
forget.
shit.
Jordan used to say the same
Yeah,
shit, too.
everybody say it.
I'll never forget. I met Larry Bird when I was about 8 years old after a Boston Celtics game because I was in Boston at that time. I come outside and I'll never forget, like, he was the most giant motherfucker I ever met in my life at that age.
Bless you.
I felt like I came up to his kneecaps, and all I remember is going up like, Larry Bird, and he just like bent down and he was like, "Here you go, son," and he gave me
They
a
did
Don
him
Russ
bogus.
silver
I
Larry
fuck
Bird.
that. That's what you talking about.
No, they did fam
no,
bogus.
no.
That looked like him.
Right. Now,
Larry
who-
Bird, an
To
ugly
the left,
motherfucker,
to
bro.
the left, of course.
Who they-
Can I?
Who they did bogus was Jerry West. They made Jerry West
Not a
seem
lot
like
left.
unhinged, like he's not happy
Oh,
with his
Jerry West?
career.
Oh.
No,
Jerry
West.
West.
Jerry West? Oh.
The logo. He is a fire starter like white guy.
So they doing
They
the
doing
Lakers?
Showtime
They doing
Lakers.
the Showtime Lakers.
The
so-
guy who plays Magic is like he killing
yeah,
that
Magic
role.
killing it.
Kareem
Kareem,
doing-
he killing it.
he kill-
Like
but
I said,
the funny thing
Larry
about
Bird
it-
actor's killing. He's doing.
The
he's
funny
doing
thing
great.
about the show is none of the real people like the show, but the show and the fans and people who like
Right,
we all love it.
Because I think it's a drama.
It's a
it's
dramatization.
It's like watching Bel Air.
And what they're doing is they're
No,
taking
it's
a
not
lot
like-
of they're taking a lot of rumors
I wouldn't say Bel Air.
and
It's
a lot
more
of like what people are saying
But I'm
happened
saying like what they did.
and
like,
making the
It's like
storylines
Once
out
Upon
of
a
them.
Time in Hollywood. It's more like that. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is
I've
not a
never
true
seen
story.
that.
Oh, it's an amazing.
It's a good movie.
It's not
So
a
is
true
Winning
movie.
Time not a true story?
Once Upon a Time in
it's-
Hollywood is not. It's a dramatization of a situation
No,
that
he was saying
happened.
Winning Time.
No. Winning Time is it's a dramatization of the Showtime Lakers in
That's
the
what I'm saying, that's
stardom.
what I'm saying,
But
like
the
you
reason why I
said.
say it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because that's the same. It's a dramatization of a situation when Tarantino first started rocking with Bruce Lee. But they dramatized it whereas like Bruce Lee fans like, nigga, that's not Bruce Lee. But he was like, I mean, yeah, it's not. It is, but it's not. It's loosely based off of it, but it's like and it's based off of reality. The reason why I say it's not like Bel Air because Bel Air is not real.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all
But
watch.
Once
just
Upon
how
a
they-
Time in
but just-
Hollywood is.
but
So
just
y'all
how
been
they did.
watching this on show.
This
Is this with the
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Oh, it's not
I was just
HBO
saying like
Max.
just in
Okay.
general what they did. Like they took Bel Air and dramatized it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the realism of it's based off of something real. That's why it
they
says
said
more like
they're-
Once Upon a
they're
Time in Hollywood.
essentially taking like stories.
Mhm. It's based off of a
and-
book. There was a book.
Yeah, but all the stuff in there was
Yeah.
like based off of hearsay, essentially.
Yeah.
Like stuff that like, oh yeah, I talked to Bacardi and he said one night Deuces was out there like fuck bitches get money, and so
So then
do a
they
scene
so then
about
they
that.
well no, not even the scene. They make that my whole character.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole show. It's like, wait, man, that's not me. That was one moment.
Right. So it's like it's like that. So I
Yeah.
can see why it's entertaining as shit.
Like they made Kareem very docile. Like he is like black. Like he
But I think-
he ain't got no time for Magic Johnson's happiness. Like he legit. There was a scene in the show. He asked his dad. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with me." Like, has he always been this happy? Because I feel like the racism and all the shit we dealing with don't affect him. And it's about like, yeah, it don't affect him. And I feel like that was a small aspect of Magic that they were like, all right, boom, that's his character. Just happy-go-lucky. I'm Magic. Everybody love me. And then, but that's how they make him. But they make Kareem.
I feel like Magic was like that. He kind of gave me.
Nah,
vibes like
but
that.
he stepped up for us. He
I
talked.
mean, I'm talking about. I mean, if you think about just how he was as an NBA.
Oh, yeah,
player,
yeah, yeah.
How TV shows saw him, like he was.
Well, yeah, see,
he
that's what I'm
was,
saying.
yeah.
Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he got personality. He's not Dr. Umar, but they made him Dr. Umar is fucking his show. Like he ain't got time for none of that foolishness, dog. Like it's funny, but the show is so good. Like John C. Reilly, I don't know if Jerry Buss act like John C. Reilly, but John C. Reilly,
He playing that really well.
the way I imagine Jerry Buss, that's John C. Reilly.
I heard that Will Ferrell wanted that role.
Oh, that's why they beefing. Not John C. Reilly, the
Will
creator.
Ferrell and Adam McKay.
Adam McKay is the one that's doing this
'Cause
show.
Adam
And you know,
McKay,
Will Ferrell and
they
Adam
were
McKay, they
cool.
did mad shit together.
But Will Ferrell wanted that role, and Adam McKay was like,
Well, no, it wasn't that. I read the whole story. So Will Ferrell wanted the role, and up until John C. Reilly getting the role, Will Ferrell thought like, well, that's my homie, so I'm probably gonna get this role.
that's-
So then when John C. Reilly got the role, Adam McKay didn't call Will Ferrell and tell him, "Oh, the role I gave it to John C. Reilly." John C. Reilly, because he's also cool with Will Ferrell, was like, "Hey, yo, I got this role in this show, Winning Time," and Will Ferrell was like, "Nigga, what?" And then him and Adam McKay been beefing since then. They ain't been on speaking terms since then.
Which I mean, is on one hand it's like it's business.
Too,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Real kind of bogus for that.
Guy got it, but on the other hand, it's like I can understand, I guess, wanting the role, but at the, like I don't know, it's a very weird take. I don't know if I would be. I don't know if I'd be mad.
You know what? But
I feel like I think he's more mad that Adam didn't call him.
But we don't know the timeline from when they made the decision to when.
Oh yeah, they did. They didn't.
That's
say
what
that.
I'm saying. So it's like John C. Reilly could have, because they like you said, they are cool. It could have been John C.
So
Reilly.
I got a question.
Like, all right, go ahead.
I got a question then on exactly what you're saying. Let's say I'm creating a new show for Geekset, right?
Okay.
Creating a new show for Geekset. And I'm like, all right, yo, we gonna get this show done and everything like that. But then later on, Will Ferrell and them like they're like, oh, we gonna do it with them, right? And let's say I'm like, all right, the network want to do it with them. They don't want all of Geekset. They want me there. Would y'all feel a way if I didn't tell y'all ahead of time? But let's say Will Ferrell hit y'all up like, hey, yo, Picardi, yo, hey, I can't wait to work with Geekset on this show. And you like, nigga, I thought that was the show I was doing. Like, would you feel a way?
Do I get a credit on it?
No, Will Ferrell didn't get a credit.
I mean, that's different though, because I'm saying like you would be, if you do it, like, are you saying that they don't want Geekset at all? And they just taking you as Young Deuces?
They taking me and then three other creators
But
that
are
we
they still
we fuck with. That
But
fuck
are
with
they
us.
calling it still Geekset?
Or is it just you?
Nah. So let's say we're not calling it Geekset. Let's say it's a different project.
Then I don't care. They didn't want Geekset. They wanted you. They didn't want Geekset. That's business.
But up until that point,
Fuck that. It's all or nothing.
But I'm saying, what he
I'm
said
just
though,
joking.
general, if they didn't want Geekset and they picked you, yes, I would be mad if Will Ferrell, if he.
Matter of fact,
first.
I'd be
Yeah.
mad. I'd be mad at this motherfucker for accepting and not telling them it's all us or nothing.
No, because I don't know what that time frame is.
What time frame?
That's
I don't.
what I'm saying. I know. But I'm saying,
I'm just chiming in.
that's why I'm just throwing out there. I'm trying to
Because y'all
understand.
talking about a show I know.
No, but I'm just saying in
so.
general.
Again,
If
but-
something,
And I don't like Will Ferrell. I told y'all.
no,
that.
not that Will
Yeah.
Ferrell. The Will Ferrell that I'll be doing content stuff with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not Will Ferrell.
But I'm saying, again,
okay.
Will
I don't
Ferrell
know.
like Egyptian Ferrell.
Yeah, Will.
That
Okay,
don't
Will
take you off the
Ferrell.
hook. That don't take you off the hook. You still a piece of shit.
Why? Because I don't like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, because
he whack, bro.
we not.
All he do
we not
is
gonna get into
live
that.
off
Hold
of
on,
being
hold on.
doing
I want to hear
making fun
I
of
didn't
gay
give you a
people.
chance.
That's all he do.
No, he did, bro.
He
Stop
be
it.
humping
Stop it.
stuff.
Stop it.
He be doing homosexual
Stop it.
activities,
No, he
using it
don't.
as a
No, he
joke.
don't.
No, he don't.
He need to be
You
canceled.
ain't washed
No,
enough
he
to
don't.
know,
Yeah,
bro.
you
He need to be
You ain't even
canceled.
watch this man on Saturday Night Live to even know. Like, you know.
Why would I? Why would I watch Saturday
Bro, let's
Night
get
Live?
back to the original topic. So,
Yeah,
what were
Yeah.
you saying?
So again, it's a situation of I don't know what the time frame is. So let's say they told Will Ferrell, and immediately he's coming through because he may have assumed that we all got it. And so he's assuming, hey, I can't wait to work with y'all. And it's like, you just didn't get a chance. Somebody hits you for it. And if they hit me before it, and I find a little, oh yeah, I was going to tell you, you just got the news before me, I'm not going to be upset.
Okay.
But if it comes out of you, it's like, oh, I just was never going to tell y'all, then yes.
Okay, so what about you?
I mean, it pretty much would be that. Like,
Same as
like
this.
you, I mean, yeah, family. Like, cause I'm like, my thing is like, you got time to still tell me, even if I found out. Like, I'm not gonna immediately like hit you. And if anything, if somebody did catch me off guard, then I hit you about it. Then I would expect you to be like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. You know, it just happened or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
I
that's
can't
really the
assume-
times, man. Like if someone gets to tell me first, then I'm pretty much like, how long did you know this? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't assume.
So
I
like
can't go
yo,
and
like yo,
assume
how I'm
that.
gonna treat you is gonna be depending on how long this motherfucker knew. Like you telling me, like if you just found out today, I'm assuming you just found out today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Alright,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So that's what I'm assuming happened. I'm assuming like exactly
like I mean,
that
Will Ferrell
situation
because John had it if it was the same day.
Well, because then that's what I'm saying. Because you got to think John C. Reilly. I mean, he did a shit ton of stuff with Will Ferrell too, and that's his guy. They cool. So he probably was just excited, like, yo, this crazy thing with Adam, and then probably knowing that, oh yeah, Adam McKay, like, you doing anything with this? I'm gonna be Jerry Buss, and then I felt like Will Ferrell at that time was salty as shit, and that's what caused it.
I wonder if you auditioned for it. Maybe that's what
They
it was,
both
too.
did.
Did they both audition for it? Oh, okay.
So that, and
I
again,
thought Will was trying to use his like we buddies type shit.
but see, so then that's another weird thing. Like y'all auditioned for it, you didn't get it.
But we don't know also what Adam said. Because Adam may have alluded to like, oh yeah, nigga, you my Jerry Buss, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then John C. Reilly did a hell of a performance. It was like, damn, we going a different way. And then John C. Reilly calling Will like, hey, yo, I got it. And he's like, damn, nigga, Adam just told me I got it.
Beef with John C. Reilly.
Could be.
I feel like that's always. I mean, if they are friends, then that's just a rivalry that they just deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because
they both
work together
and they both work pretty much the same type of roles.
Yeah, and they can both.
Except I think if I'm keeping it a bean, John C. Reilly is better in dramatic roles.
He's a better actor.
And then Will.
He's definitely a better actor.
I mean, he's done it. He's good. That's probably why Will wanted this. Like they just Will hasn't been given a lot of roles as like John C. Reilly has.
So then that would add to why he's mad at him, because he's like, yo, this is the role. This is my chance to show in the world something different.
And because we do look at him as like that. Like when's the last time this nigga? He ain't even did a TV show.
No, but he did. But he did his last series role. His last series role came and went. What was that role? I think he was like a mental patient or something like that.
No, he had the serious role with, what was that movie?
Not serious role. I'm in a series. Like he hasn't been in a series.
No, I know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, thinking about serious role.
Wasn't it Sandra Bullock? Whatever.
Was that the one where he was like losing his memory or some shit like that? Or what was it? Was something where
Let me look.
The only show I remember that he did was Everything Must Go.
I'm not talking about a series. I'm talking about just.
He's just saying serious role.
No roles. Everything Must Go. It was like dark humor though.
I think it was that.
It was like dark side when he was like doing a rummage sale in his house or some shit like that.
Nah, that's not the movie I'm talking about then.
He did something else though too.
But I mean, either way, it's like your guy got it. I'm not, unless it was something extremely shady. I'm not finna be upset that I lost out on an audition to my guy. Like that's.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Why are you friends?
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Why are you friends with them then? If you upset because they got something over you, that's just weird. That's not friendship.
It was called David.
I never even heard of that.
He was a depressed person. It was kind of like one of those. It came out in 2020, but was again. It came and went. It had a solid cast. It had William Jackson Harper in it. It had Will Ferrell in it.
It was straight to DVD or straight to.
This was in the theater and everything. It was. I remember because it was a thing. Like when it first came out, people were talking about, oh yeah, Will Ferrell's gonna be, because he was playing depressed and he was trying to get out of that depression, and it was this whole thing. But that movie came and went. Nobody really praised it or anything like that outside of the original trailer and shit.
I'm gonna check it out.
He died. He tired of us talking about Will Ferrell.
No, I haven't seen the show, so it's like a Naruto thing.
No, I mean nobody seen the show. I was just telling you what it was.
No, we talking about winter. I mean, it went that was you just tangent to that, but I mean, y'all.
That was awful.
No,
we've been riding winter time
but I think only me and Ditch watched winter time.
And that was more so about
I was just trying
a general
to say y'all should
statement.
watch it.
No,
But I do want to bring up what y'all think about Future being GQ's
Get
best
the
rapper ever.
fuck out of here!
I want
not the best ever.
No, it said best rapper alive. That's right.
Best rapper alive.
Best rapper alive.
Listen, I fuck with Future.
You know what? If that's the standard right now, fucking give it to him. Fuck it. Just give it to him.
I mean, who listening to GQ for their hip hop takes?
Like,
I was really. Yeah, somebody GQ was trying to break the internet. Like, boy, fuck you thought. Like,
they did because everybody was like, "What the fuck wrong with these?"
But everybody really just like, what the fuck this
come
nigga
on.
got on? Like, this nigga got on.
You gonna tell me
it's GQ though?
What was that?
You're gonna.
It's GQ.
Okay.
They do the weird. They do the artistic weird.
I thought that was more so Vogue though.
No, GQ do it too.
Do they? Okay.
You're gonna tell
But I
me
mean,
Future
I
is
would
the
allow you to
best
do that to me if
rapper
I was the best
alive
rapper alive.
when I got motherfuckers like Benny the Butcher,
No, Griselda.
Baby King,
Better.
Pooh Shiesty.
Future better.
Just
Stop
wait.
Whoa. No. No,
you.
I agree. No, Future is. I don't. Future is better than Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah,
No, but
I just said Pooh Shiesty. I was being facetious.
I said Future was better than each one of those
Yeah, he
names.
did.
I
realized it.
He's
I gotta
better.
make sure.
He's better than Pooh Shiesty for sure.
I gotta make sure nobody actually believes that I believe that.
But
Come on now,
first
Benny, bro. Like
Benny
you're
the
not
He's
fucking
not
with Benny, dog.
Fam, Future
You're not even fucking with Stove Guy.
He's not fucking with Jid. He's not fucking
With
with
who?
JID.
Is it JID or Jid? I call him Jid.
It's JID.
Is it JID?
It's JID.
They call him Jid too.
I call him Jid too, but he called himself Jid because he said it in the song.
I fuck with Jid heavily. You don't like Jid? No,
I love
everything.
Bro, I don't really
Dreamville,
fuck
TDE.
with J. Cole in his camp like that.
What?
Like,
Dreamville?
I don't give a
Dreamville.
fuck.
Fire.
Luke, Cos,
Dreamville is
You
fire.
on
Ooh,
real
wild.
violence.
What
today.
is that supposed to say something to me?
You on real violence.
As far
today.
as Cruz, Dreamville.
I have never been a
is-
J. Cole fan. I
me,
tried
Dreamville is-
his one album
You just spit
back
up?
in 2014, 15,
don't shock me like
and I listened to it and
So
I
you
rocked with it. But after that,
Okay, so quick question.
I never really
Now I
cared.
wanna
J.
know.
Cole been
So
on
out of that era,
10.
I'm talking about the K. Dot, Drake, J. Cole, ASAP. Like, what is yours? Your
Out of that era?
5. Yeah, out of that era.
motherfucking ASAP Ferg,
Okay.
ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky,
Ooh.
Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, motherfucking. I've always been a fan of J Rock. Like,
Okay. I said, all right.
but
That's a
like
solid
J
list.
Cole to
I
me
fuck with
just
it.
never
I
resonated.
fuck
Like,
with that list, but I mean that's
J-
that's
J-
blasphemous
never
to me
it
that
just
J.
never
Cole's not
sank.
J.
there.
Cole should have been
That's
number one, I'll be
blasphemous
honest.
that J. Cole's not there.
he not. Like, I don't know why people. Why is he so great to y'all? Why is he so great? I just need to understand.
Lyricism, creativity.
I don't think
flow.
his lyricism is nothing
Oh,
great.
you bugging, dog.
You know what? Matter of fact, the most
I'm
one
gonna
of the most
digress
recent-
on one thing.
But listen to Johnny
He
B's
recently
Caddy,
did a
and-
feature where he recently did a
That-
feature.
nigga, that alone.
where
Listen
he
to
was
Listen
rapping.
to Johnny
That
P's
alone.
Caddy. Listen to London. Listen to fucking. I don't even like the. I don't even fuck with the track fully like that. What's the one he did with Moneybag Yo?
Say now.
Is that no the
what you
Big
gonna
I
say?
Bang
like. I like
Big
his.
Bang-
I like
uh,
his. I like
what
his
you gonna say
verse. I
That's
like
probably
his.
it.
Okay, I like his verse on the 21 Savage song.
But he kills
but
features.
I love 21 Savage.
He on a little he
But killing features-
He Little Wayne level
But
with
I
the
mean,
features,
let's
dog.
not-
Dude,
let's
okay,
not-
I went back and revisited Lil Wayne's catalog, and I'm gonna tell you
I'm
this
talking about
right
features.
now.
Features.
I'm not fucking with Wayne.
But
his catalog
even
to me
outside of the features,
was
let's
not
act
great.
Like his last album
Wayne,
wasn't
y'all
fire.
got the Wayne
Let's
now.
not-
You don't like
But a
Wayne
feature
either?
rapper to me is just a feature rapper. There's a
Don't
lot of
like
rappers
Wayne?
that
Don't
be
like
great with
Wayne.
features.
We can even talk J. Cole's last album. That album was fucking fire.
I didn't listen to it, so I can't assess it. I can tell you that I used to have the one that came out in 2014, 2015.
Forest Hill Drive.
For-
Wait,
yeah.
and
That
that's
one
not
was in
top
ro-
two.
That was in rotation for me, but
Forest Hill Drive is a classic.
it's not a classic.
Nigga, you bugging, dog. That is a classic
for
in every
me,
sense of a classic.
It is
These
not
hot
a
takes
classic.
tonight are
That's a
interesting.
classic. in
Ron,
every
is that a
sense of
classic for you?
Fam, I'm not having this debate with you because you don't like nothing.
You go back to listen to
Yes.
I listen to
to
Forest
J. Cole?
Bro, I listened
I
to
listen
Forest
to J.
Hill
Cole.
Drive
I
and I
listen to
watched
J.
the documentary
I
with the
listen to J. Cole very
performance.
consistent.
I go back to the warm up, the come
The
up,
warm up, the
I
come
go
up.
back-
Oh my
like, when I'm not
God.
kidding.
Don't.
I mean, I ain't saying I'm diehard. I listen to J. Cole
I just-
consistently.
J. Cole's my favorite rapper right now.
I mean, I had
And he
he's
has
one
been for
of
the
my
past
favorites.
I had
5
Kendrick
He's one of
and
my
his
favorites.
entire camp to select from, and then J. Cole to me was just like it was not interesting. He was not interesting.
Okay, hold
to
on.
me
Now
at all.
I need to know. What's your top 5 right now?
my top 5 right
Don't put him
now.
on the spot here.
Yeah, I got to.
I mean,
I can rattle mine off right now. Excluding
Actually, I don't know if I could.
excluding
so-
I can't.
excluding
I can't.
excluding the goats, excluding Hove, Nas,
I'm not going to include none
Big
of them.
Pot, excluding them.
I can and I can't.
I'll let you know right now. J. Cole, number 1.
Yeah, let
I
me.
mean,
hear.
that's because you really wanted to say that.
K.
We
Dot,
already
number
did-
2.
We did a tangent on that.
It's there. I don't care what anybody say. For me, Drake, number 3.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what you're listening to? Or are you just...
No, these are my top 5 rappers in the game right now.
So, I mean, are you saying that you listening to them?
Yeah,
Or you
I'm
just
constantly
them?
listening to them.
Okay.
Number 4, Benny. Benny the Butcher to me is up there right now, top tier. Number 4.
You already said 4.
No, I'm saying that was
okay.
that was number 4. Benny Butcher. Number 5, Conway.
All right. For me currently,
bad
and this
5.
I'm not putting no legends,
Not a bad
no
5
legends
at all.
in it. I don't know if I can consider Kendrick because he hasn't dropped, even though I heard he's gonna be
Well, he
dropping.
dropped next month.
He dropped next month. He announced.
You know, but for me, it's gonna be Benny the Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Benny the Butcher, Baby Keem. I fuck with Keem hard. Y'all motherfuckers gonna look at me and just gonna not. You ain't gonna like what I say.
Only reason why I didn't put Keem in my top 5, I need more from him before I can even.
He
put him
has
in
like 4 albums. Listen to Die for My Bitch, bro.
I'm not saying
Die for My Bitch,
Bro.
Orange Soda.
I'm not saying he's not great. I'm saying to eclipse my 5, he has not done more.
That's what I'm
than
saying.
5.
Listen to Die for My Bitch.
I listen to bro. I fuck with Keem as much as you fuck with Keem, dog.
All right, I gotta start over.
Push
All
your
right.
mic closer, because that looks low.
Yeah. We good?
Who's got to go closer?
Who's
Who's at
It's
the
okay.
bottom?
Okay.
If it's a
That's
little.
you at the bottom.
No.
All right. What I say? Benny,
Benny,
Baby Keem,
The third one, you said we gonna look at you funny.
No,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Jay Worthy. I don't know if y'all know who Jay Worthy is.
I mean, I heard of Jay.
I don't know who that
You know
is.
Jay Worthy. I like my pimp motherfucking music. Jay Worthy is a
okay.
West Coast rapper. You know, Jay Worthy, G Worthy. They have probably the best West Coast rappers to me at least.
Mm-hmm.
Larry motherfucking June.
I mean, Larry
Yo,
June,
top
right?
five.
Larry June. Hell
I don't
yeah,
really want to,
bro.
But I feel like I'm gonna have to.
Larry June. Larry June is
Is
in
it-
my top.
Five.
That
It's
is
just- I mean, it's just what you listen
one of
to
my
now.
favorite
Like, it's
rappers. And
you're
then
saying right now, it's not like it's forever. It's saying right
no,
now.
no. I mean,
That's
Larry
what
June
you
gonna
asked.
be in my
You said
forever.
Right now.
If I go forever, J.
But-
Cole is in my
and
top
then-
five.
and
I
then
mean, it probably
Cordae.
is. I mean,
I
you've
think
addressed that
Cordae-
J. Cole's like
I think
the nigga.
y'all not giving me my respect
I
right
am.
now.
Well, Cardi added more.
I think Cordae is better than fucking J. Cole.
You doing a lot.
Ooh,
I
that's
think
a lot.
Cordae is
I
way
fuck-
better.
Corday's
than
not even
J.
in my
Cole.
top
fuck
20.
with-
You
I
might
fuck
not.
with
You
Cordae.
might not
I
be
think
back.
Cordae is way
Cordae
better
not
than
even
J.
in my
You might
top
not be
20.
back here on half. Bro.
I think
Like,
I don't know.
you
I
doing a
think
fucking lot.
Cordae is an amazing artist,
I know I fuck with Corday, but not in my top 20.
musician. I think he's probably one of the best newer cats that have come out in a long time. He gives me something entertaining because he teeter-totters between entertainment, real shit. I always feel when I hear a J. Cole fucking song, he's fucking preaching to me. Like, if I want to hear some preaching ass shit, I listen to Dead Prez. I don't want to fucking hear being preached at.
I mean, you definitely,
Constantly.
now, if you going off, if you ain't listened to the nigga really since 2014, you definitely going off a very.
No,
older
I mean,
version of
this
J.
is
Cole.
even the most recent verse that he dropped where he was rapping like he had a British accent. It still was preachy to an extent.
Do you fuck with
That
Ray
verse
Vaughn?
was
Who?
fire.
Ray
Listen.
Vaughn from TD?
It was fire.
Do you fuck with Ray Vaughn from TD?
No,
Oh man, you should listen to his freestyle.
I like
Bro,
Isaiah Rashad.
I fuck with Isaiah Rashad too, but
I like
Ray,
Isaiah Rashad.
you
Yeah,
can
he
fuck with Ray.
cold.
Ray Vaughn cold as a.
But
bitch.
if we talk to TDE, my favorite out of TDE is motherfucking
Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy
No.
Q. Mine is Schoolboy Q.
no. Schoolboy Q was and he's my second, but honestly it's Absol.
Oh, I fuck with
Absol's
Absol
my
heavily
favorite.
too.
Like
I fuck with
I like
Absol.
him because he's moody. I relate to him. He's moody. He's been through a lot of shit.
You looking through your
Yeah,
list?
so I just
I
based
had to
mine
look
off
through
the
my
top
shit too
five
because I
listened-
can't remember.
Cause I just looked at the top five of what I listened to.
But Larry June, I'm gonna tell you right now, Raquel, because I know you finna listen.
I'm not against
Larry June
I'm
is
not
gonna
putting
be
it
in my
top five
playlist
yet right now.
for life. She won't let me play Larry June. She don't fuck with Larry.
You don't like Larry June?
She
Okay.
won't fuck with Larry, bro.
My top five
When
is
I about to-
basically the same though as yours. Though it's just in a different J. Cole. So these are based off of what I listen to the most. So clearly it has to be what I
Of
find myself
course.
gravitating to. In that order, it was J. Cole, K-Dot, Benny, Drake, then Conway.
Okay.
That's the top five.
Drake, I can't believe Drake's still making people top five.
Hey,
I
let's
think,
hear.
but
This-
it also
I-
For
I-
legacy shit, I understand.
I get-
but for current,
I did. So
I
I
get
just
everything.
based off of-
I get everything niggas knock Drake for,
Well,
but I
I'm
can't
not
stop.
knocking Drake. I'm saying for
No.
legacy, I think it's
I'm
great.
just saying
but
what
for current,
I'm just saying to put it out there. I get why niggas not Drake.
Yeah.
But look at Drake. Legit got songs that I
So,
got to listen to.
I'm not gonna lie. This is interesting because I based it off of what I listened to
Yeah.
the most. And remember, we was on our way to C2E2.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't think Drake's music was timeless. Clearly, I must because I
Yeah.
go back to listen to it.
Bro, I go back and
So,
listen.
like,
Fam,
really,
Underground
what people
Kings is
wrong?
one of my favorite songs of all time.
I guarantee.
what's the song where it's only the bass line, and it was on Scorpion. Like doom, 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 doom.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
It was
You
just
talking about nonstop?
yeah, not bro. I love that song,
Bro.
Yeah,
Like that
Nonstop.
to me is like I don't know why. Before it even became a commercial
one
success,
Drake track
that
I
was my
still go back
go-to
to listen
track
to
on
it.
that.
Way
album.
over to Say What's Real.
Nonstop was like was definitely
Say what's real. I still go back and listen
Like
to
I
that.
said, Underground Kings, I play damn near every
the song
day.
where he had everybody do the remix for, I think is probably one of the best rap hip hop songs ever.
Which one did he have
What
everybody
he,
do remix for?
He had Eminem on that shit. He had the
Forever?
beat flips forever. I think
Hey, that's you know what?
That's up there.
It's so
I gotta
weird.
take it back because that track is definitely timeless.
That
track
is,
is
bro.
easily
Oh my
timeless.
God!
And
It may not mean
it's
nothing
insane,
at all.
like,
That track is
For
and
one,
like
40 put his foot in that
Hey,
beat.
and
That
quiet-
beat is cold.
hey,
40.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's 40.
And quiet as kept. Them R&B joint, fam. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. One Dance come on right now, niggas be like, I fuck with this song. Like One Dance is a fucking vibe, dog.
One Dance is
I don't
great.
give a fuck what anybody say.
One
And
Dance is great.
One Dance is great. And even just hold on, we're coming.
I'm not
like
into- I'm
you
not
may
into
you
his
may not
R&B
fuck with.
stuff.
No, see here's
He
the thing.
just can't sing for me.
He can't, but that's the thing.
And
It's
he
still a
can't- he
vibe.
can't sing.
He ain't
You're
gotta
right. He
sing,
can't
but
sing.
just come home. Like by the second verse, you in that club. Like just hold on, we going home. Like I fuck with that shit. Like he got some vibes,
But
dog.
what's your 5?
God's plan.
I tried to give you more. You need more time. We can
I
continue.
mean-
we can continue.
I mean,
rambling.
of what I'm just listening to now is pretty much like, I don't know if it ain't in the orders. It'll be Drake, Larry June, Baby Keem.
I'm gonna make a graphic of all this. I'm gonna see what people think.
Kanye, actually.
You
Well,
still
no,
fuck with
we
Kanye?
said we excluding goats, so I won't put Kanye in there.
But he recently dropped, so I think that's an
That's what-
acceptable
Are you
thing.
listening to recent Kanye?
I haven't
stuff?
listened to Donda 2, though. I love
Kanye.
Kanye.
Actually, I didn't.
I haven't listened to Kanye in the
I
past
haven't
5
heard-
years.
I mean, yeah, you
Donda-
on strike from
Donda.
Donda has some beasts, man.
Donda has some good
Donda,
songs. I didn't
Donda
listen
sounds
to Donda.
great in the car.
I didn't listen. I didn't know Donda 2 dropped. I'm gonna be honest.
Because it dropped
I thought
only
it
on
dropped-
it dropped
dropped
only
on
on
the
his
stem
stem
player?
player.
Okay.
Player, yeah.
That's why it's not on any major
Okay, because
platform.
I didn't.
I didn't know it dropped. I didn't know
Last
about that.
Kanye project I listened to was Yeezus, and I was done with that. I was like, this is
But
trash.
I'm
And I love
also
Yeezus.
not
and I
gonna-
haven't listened to anything
I'm
since
also
then.
not about to act like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is not one of the greatest.
Oh no,
albums ever.
his first 5 out. Kanye got the greatest run in hip hop ever. His first 5 albums are classics to me. His first 5 out.
So we got
College Dropout, Late Registration,
Graduation. Was it 808s?
808s and Heartbreaks, and
My
My
Beautiful Dark Twisted.
all
That's
classic.
That's a. I don't know
No,
if you can.
You can't.
That's a hell of a 5 album.
That's a hell of a 5.
Okay, Kanye West
Ridiculous
albums,
5.
His first album.
And
I don't like
808s
808. I don't like. I don't like 808s
50,
and Heartbreak.
like-
808s. I didn't like when it first came
50
out. I
all of them-
listened
I
to
love
it
it since.
again.
I
I
tr-
want to say maybe 6
Because
years
even
ago?
Hove,
It's funny you
because
say that
even
'cause I
Hove
tried
had a
to
gap
recently and I
because
still
Didn't
did it.
like it. Okay.
because
I
volume
love
1
it.
is an asterisk in Hove's run. Because if you think about Reasonable Doubt, and you think about volume 2,
Okay, bro.
volume 3, Dynasty,
Jay did not
Black
have great
Blue,
albums.
Blue,
I'm sorry.
Get the fuck out. Hold on. Nah, I ain't talking about you. Listen,
You're
here.
not gonna be fucking here at the
Jay-Z
half,
did
so.
not have great albums.
Shit,
He
nigga.
did not have great
Jay-Z
albums.
legit got 7 classics on his
He
name.
does not have 7 classics. You fucking
I mean,
crazy.
hold on.
I'm about to walk out the
You
door.
are
again.
crazy.
I'm about to
We
walk
throwing-
out this
You are
motherfucker.
We're throwing
Reasonable
classics.
Doubt classic?
Reasonable Doubt, I will say yes.
Yeah, that's a
Volume
classic.
2?
Volume 2, Volume
Hard
2.
Knock
My
Life.
Lifetime,
Classic,
Volume
like
2.
Hard Knock Life.
Classics though, classics.
Hard Knock Life?
Classics.
Yes.
No.
Let me
No.
hold
No.
on. Let me tell you.
No.
Hold on.
Especially
hold on.
the
Let me
blue
tell my
disc? Absolutely
blue
not.
disc. Wait, Blueprint's not a classic?
No, I said the blue disc. Blueprint, yes.
Wait, what blue disc are you talking
Volume
about?
3. Isn't that Volume 3?
No.
Where he had money in a thing, that's Volume 3.
No, volume 2.
Volume 2, no.
Let me tell
It
you.
is not.
Listen,
No
with Money Cash
way,
Hoes,
bro.
a week ago, Reservoir Dogs, Hard Knock
I
Life.
mean, I'm not
nigga,
saying-
hold on.
That's
hold
it. No,
I'm-
Hard
I'm-
Knock Life ain't even. You can't. I don't even go back and listen to that shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't like Hard Knock Life. Like
No,
that.
thank you.
I
See,
respect-
here's
I
the
respect
thing.
it.
Wildin'.
Here's the
Like,
thing
my
about
thing is
Y'all
like-
niggas
My thing is like, I
wildin'.
can say I ain't gonna say the album wasn't cold, but y'all like
Classic.
It wasn't
classics.
classic.
No,
bro.
Yes, it is. Front to back.
Reasonable
No
Doubt
skip,
was a
nigga.
classic. Blueprint was a classic. I would
Black
even
Album.
say. I would even go
Black
to
Album.
the extent to say that Black Album was, but
Dynasty.
everything
Wait,
absolutely
to an
not.
Extent,
Dynasty's
to
not.
go wait to I'm back.
Get the
7 now that I'm looking
American
back,
Gangster.
No,
That's not a classic.
no, absolutely.
Y'all
not.
niggas is
No.
bugging,
You
dog.
really
Look
Kingdom
up,
Come?
look
You
up,
are-
look up
No.
any list of Jay-Z's top album. I guarantee you,
Bro, you know
American
what's
Gangster's
so
up there.
funny?
I mean, I'm not saying
This is
it-
coming from his mouth. He wasn't even a top-selling rapper when he dropped any of them albums.
Classic
he
has
never
nothing
was.
to do with sales. What are y'all
He never
talking
was.
about?
I can't go because
Classic has shit to do with sales.
He
Nigga.
never was.
in my lifetime was,
Jay-Z was
so
running
you
the
can't say,
game.
you can't say he wasn't a top seller. In my lifetime,
This
was number
is
3.
quoting
hold on,
Jay-Z. This is quoting
But I'm
Jay-Z.
saying, you can't say somebody wasn't a top seller.
I'm not saying Jay-Z. I'm not saying it.
Wait,
Jay-Z
Can
said
I- can I-
it.
Wait, said
Can
what?
I? Can I?
He said that he was never a top-selling
When?
My
rapper.
pen back.
When?
Get my pen back.
That doesn't. That,
When?
that doesn't.
Listen,
factually,
listen,
Have
I
you
li-
seen his?
I
Have you
listen-
seen his
I-
show?
I
Have you
listen,
seen
I-
his
hold
show?
on, before you get in that, I listened to every Jay-Z album, interview, documentary. I've read all his books, nigga.
Bro,
Hov have never
have you
said
seen,
that.
I swear to God, I swear to God,
Yeah,
Rudy.
y'all
Have
know.
you seen his show? I
I don't
think
know
it's
what
on
y'all-
Showtime or
It's a
HBO
full
where they
moon
do
today.
barbershop
Y'all on
talk.
some shit.
But I just want to say something.
Jay-Z got it. You talking about LeBron show?
Is that? I thought
That's
that was
LeBron's
Jay Z's
show.
show.
The shop is
LeBron.
LeBron.
Well, the one that Jay Z is on, he will say it. He will tell
No,
you.
he said that he didn't like his verse in Big Pimpin'.
No, bro, absolutely
I
not.
would say
He
factually,
said it that he
you
was
factually-
not.
But factually, it's incorrect.
He was
because
not. It is not. You got to compare it to other records that came out that year.
That's what this is about to do.
I'm about to
Listen.
give you the ranking of it again. So Reasonable Doubt, I can understand it. Reasonable Doubt hit 23.
Yeah,
But if we're going in my lifetime, number 3, that's a top selling. Volume 2 was number 1. That's a top selling.
Boom.
Volume 3, number 1.
Number one in what though? That's too vague.
This is number 1. This is number 1 U.S. This is not even U.S. rap. This is U.S.
Send me the link. I gotta look because I shit you not. He said it himself.
I mean, is that up to date now, or is that like?
Yes.
So this is where it peaks.
Where it peaks.
So it has to be when it comes out.
He said it himself. He was never a top selling rapper.
But he also talks about him having so many number 1s. That's why I'm
He
like,
does,
did
though.
see that?
He's in the
I
Rock
didn't
and Roll
see-
Hall of
I
Fame
didn't
for his
see-
number
so
ones,
I
nigga.
couldn't tell you.
Hov
but
got-
that is one of
Hov
his
got-
major
listen,
lines.
so
He
let-
talks
so-
about
so-
how many number 1s he
So
had.
let me finish. Reasonable Doubt, classic. Volume 2, classic.
No.
Seven,
I gotta
seven.
disagree
Hold on,
with that
can
one.
I finish my list before you say
You
no?
are. You can. I'm just disagreeing
How
with that
long is your
one.
list?
I'm trying to go over the fucking albums. Y'all keep on
said-
interviewing.
He said there was 7. And that's where it's like, ugh.
That's what. Let me finish so I can tell. Reasonable Doubt, classic.
I'd agree.
Volume 2, classic. Blueprint, classic. Dynasty, classic. Black Album, classic. American Gangster, classic. 444, classic. 7 fucking classic. And I didn't even include Watch the Throne. Classic, nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here,
okay.
dog. Watch the
Okay.
Throne, was it?
No.
Watch the Throne.
Absolutely not.
You're a huge fan of Jay-Z, and I appreciate
Hey,
Yeah.
Hov is the GOAT,
Watch
nigga. That's the
Throne
greatest
was
rapper of all time.
No.
By far, hands down,
No.
not even close. Nobody
Jay-Z,
I
touching
mean,
him.
just because even if you want to give him that doesn't mean this nigga gotta have every album be a classic.
It's not every album. Jay-Z got
you literally
14
got, like-
albums, nigga. Half of his catalog
Bro.
is classic. The other half is
Volume
not.
2 has so many songs that are skippable. that
Name
it's
one. Name one.
insane.
Name one.
I gotta go through the
I
track.
Name
remember
one.
the album. Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
was-
you right
Name
now.
one.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Because a
but-
week ago, no. Reservoir Dogs, no. Money Cash Hoes, no. How many niggas want to ride? No. What else? What's on there? What's the joint with Sauce Money on? Like, dog, that whole album. There's
Matter
no
of fact,
skips.
you know what? You know
Not
what?
no skips.
You know how I'm a kid. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna end this conversation by him being.
You're not about to end it.
You know
dog.
what? He did an album with R. Kelly.
Jay-Z had 14 albums.
Yes.
Jay-Z got a shit ton of albums.
Like-
Two
bro.
albums I counted 12.
Studio, like his own.
Oh wait, we
Just
gonna
his
count
own.
1, 2,
But then
3,
when you
4,
add
5,
Best of
6,
Both Worlds,
7,
when you
8,
add Watch the Throne,
9,
when you add the
10,
Linkin Park,
11, 12,
13 I counted.
Yeah, nigga.
13.
13 by itself.
Magna Carta's not his,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's him by himself.
Yes.
Then that's 14.
That's 13.
What do you mean?
444, Magna Carta, Holy Grail,
Okay.
Blueprint 3,
You including Best of Both
Okay.
Worlds.
American Gangster,
Okay.
Kingdom Come,
Okay.
Black Album,
Blueprint 2.10.
2.1.
Oh, I
2.1.
counted that one twice. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because they released a revised version because the original was fucking trash
No,
for being a double disc.
No, 2 was a double disc.
Was
1
it
was
there?
not a double disc. Blueprint 1 came out. Blueprint 2 came out. Blueprint 2.0.
No.
Hold on, let me finish. Blueprint 1 came out. It was a 1 disc. Blueprint 2 came out. It was a double disc.
That's the one that I'm saying was
Blueprint
trash.
2 and whatever. That was a mixture of both 1 and 2.
Yes,
But
that's
I
what I'm
didn't-
saying.
But I didn't include Blueprint 2 in the classic. I know that's not a classic.
I'm
I
not.
didn't say it was.
So when I look at Hard Knock Life, all right,
Fuck
all right,
classic.
Hard Knock Life, the song. I mean, I don't listen to it because
listen
it's
to
just a
it.
commercial
It is-
song
it's a
and it's
commercial-
too slow.
it was a
It was
commercial
great
song.
from when it
Y'all
came
bugging.
out.
I actually really like that
It was,
song.
you
Hard
know
Knock
what?
Life is one
It
of
was.
Oh my God.
But,
Hard Knock Life.
and my caveat is that when it came out, it was a dope song. Like you can't deny it.
And it was
Do
a-
I go back and
and it
listen
was
to
a
it?
smash.
I'm
It
not
was on
going
the
to.
radio.
I mean,
Charts.
it came out during a
If
time
I
where
should
niggas was
die
sampling beats
with
and
the
it was a
Runners,
great song.
with the
like-
Runners, I fucked with that song. Okay,
Dog.
Ride or Die, no. Nigga, what nigga?
How
who?
many of y'all want to ride
Was
tonight?
Watch the
And-
Throne
and Money
included in
Cash
your
Hoes,
seven?
yeah.
I'd skip that.
Huh?
Was Watch the Throne included in your
No, I
seven?
said I didn't even include that. If I include that,
Then I wouldn't say 7 because Watch the Throne would make it 7.
What are you taking out of his 7?
he don't agree. He don't agree with Volume 2, right?
Bro,
I don't know. I don't agree with the Dynasty.
Okay.
Okay, I like the Dynasty better than Volume 2.
That's Hov album.
I like the
not a
Dynasty
compilation.
better than
That
Volume
is
Is it
Hov.
2.
considered a whole
It's
album?
Jay-Z's album.
What, the Dynasty?
Yeah.
That is a Jay-Z album.
That is a Jay-Z album.
That is I like the Dynasty better than Volume 2. I like the
don't.
Dynasty better than
I don't.
Volume 2.
I don't.
So
I love the song. You know why I like it the most? Because I feel that's when Jay-Z was one of the first people to step outside of the realm of just doing East Coast rapper music and included people like Juvenile on the songs.
I
And
do
shit
have.
like
I
hot
agree
take,
on that.
though.
That's
I do agree
why
on
I
that.
love
I do
that
agree on
album
that.
so
I think
much.
his best track wasn't on any of his albums.
1-900 Hustler is so
Dear Summers.
fire.
I think Dear Summers is his best track.
Three
Of
Summers is
all
one of
time?
the.
All of his track, I think Dear Summers is his best track.
That
And
was a mixtape joint,
no,
right?
that was
That
a
was
Memphis
a-
Bleak
it was on
album.
Bleak
Yeah,
album.
Was it?
The best track on that album, and I think it's Jay-Z's best track. And like
That
I
was
said,
on 3-5.
that was 304.
304.
Was it 354 or 304?
354.
Okay, yeah, it was on that though. That was the first track on it.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm just trying to think. That verse is definitely top tier. The only reason why I don't say
I can understand somebody saying not because I guess it's not a traditional track because it's really just a freestyle all the way through.
If I'm thinking
Which
about
one? 440?
Dear
oh
Summer.
my God, do it again on fucking volume 2.
Dog,
You don't like nigga Jay-Z and BDC go nigga?
I can't.
Nigga, that is a fucking classic album front to back, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
So is Cannabis's first album.
Okay, Cannabis got 1. Jay-Z got 7. Get the fuck out of here,
Jay-Z does not have 7
Jay-Z got
classic
7.
albums. Jay-Z has fire songs, but
Jay-Z got
if
7.
we're including Watch the Throne, I would agree.
he does not have 7 classic albums.
7.
I would agree.
Nobody got more classic albums than Hov.
Classic to me.
Nobody got more
creates an
classic album than
impact
Hov.
on rap.
Nobody.
Reasonable Doubt created an impact. Blueprint created an impact.
Volume 2, that's all, nigga.
Volume 2 on a commercial
So much,
level.
are you losing your voice?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you doing it
Yeah, we
live,
still
man.
got
Might
a
have.
podcast. Please,
Yeah.
can we please take it?
You
Can
on
But
we
it's
please
not.
take
Man,
it?
you ain't even
And by
done.
the way-
I see where your level at. You ain't even.
DMX's first
and so wait.
3 albums are
No,
classic.
first 2. First 3 is not.
First 3.
Wait,
You
who-
gonna tell me X is trash? Number 3?
Nobody said X was trash.
The third album, X. The X. It's called the
But
X.
also,
The
then
beat
there
say
go.
something-
Hold on.
also,
He
say
wrong.
some-
Hold on.
no,
Let me tell him he
time out,
wrong.
time out.
Because the first album is not just called X. It's called And Then There Was
I
X.
said the third album.
The third album is called And Then There Was X. And it had the first half was fire.
Hold on.
The second half was trash as
But
shit.
also-
But you call
say
you say you
something-
can't do this
How
to
we
me
get to
because you're
DMX?
saying volume 2 instead of In This
Also,
Lifetime
I just
volume
wanna
2.
say, you can't say,
I'm just identifying.
You can't say if somebody's the equation. It's not classic or trash. So you can't jump from he's saying that it wasn't a classic to it being trash. So I
Classic
just,
or not classic?
I didn't.
I
I said
you did.
I
You
said
said,
DMX.
You said he's
First
not finna,
3.
But no, you said you're not finna say. And then there was X is trash because
I
you
never
it's
said
not
it
a
was trash.
classic.
I
I
didn't
fuck
say-
it.
I didn't say
I
that.
love
Yeah,
And
you
Then
did. You did.
I love And Then There Was X. The first half.
No, he did. He said it wasn't a classic.
It's not a
That
classic.
doesn't mean that he said it's trash, and that's what you said.
I can say it though. You're not gonna say it's trash because if it's not a
because
classic,
it's
it's gotta suck.
Because
right?
One More Road to Cross is my shit. What's My Name is my shit on that album. Like,
Look.
like that album. Like, say the album is dope. He just ain't got 7 like Hov.
Maybe I'm just not as drunk.
all 3 albums.
Wait, hold on. I want to Bacardi said. He said he see where my cup is at. I want to make sure you realize that. The cup ain't not down. So I'm speaking at a sober mind about Hov.
Okay, he drunk. I'm
Now-
gonna tell you this.
Now that gotta be the second cup of that tall shit.
Absolutely.
because You definitely.
I am
so-
not.
I'm 100%
I'm
so,
passionate
listen,
about
matter of fact-
classics,
matter
but
of
I
fact,
do
here's
not
what I-
believe Jay-Z got 7
And
classic
I'm
albums.
passionate about classics. Y'all talk to me
I will
tomorrow.
give him
In the
3.
morning, I'm going to have the same hot take.
I'm gonna give him
Nigga,
3.
I got the same hot
I don't
take.
mean your energy on Jay-Z is any different. I'm just saying that
a lot.
you lying saying you not drunk. Or,
Oh, I'm not
you-
drunk.
Or you not sober.
Hey, by the way,
Not drunk. I ain't gonna say.
You-
I-
you-
I-
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna-
tipsy.
and I ain't gonna say
I'm
I'm
you
not
drunk.
even tipsy, my
mute
nigga.
that entire verse.
What?
Mute that
Nah,
entire
then
verse.
keep that shit.
No, because I want us to be monetized. Mute that entire verse.
Listen
Okay,
here.
I'll mute it. I say
Matter of
3,
fact,
not 7.
All right.
Throw an acapella of Rudy verse over his.
I will.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put in
Nah.
some shit from his last
So
album
what?
right there.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Make
Watch.
sure y'all follow Instagram young_dudes. I'm gonna clip out that part and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. Niggas need to
And
see
your
that.
Instagram finna get taken down.
No, won't.
I don't care about that. I care about our video being monetized.
Jay-Z would have DM like, boy, what the fuck you on?
No, Hov gonna be like, hell yeah, nigga, talk that shit. Cause he know he got 7. Ain't nobody in the game got more classics than Hov. And I stand on that.
I mean,
I stand on that.
I don't think 7.
I
I
mean,
think 7 is a
for
reason.
one,
because
Hov
when
got a lot of albums,
when
so
I
you
think
really
about
gotta,
classic albums, I
like-
think about impact.
Me
I don't
too.
think about greatest.
I'm speculating
Now
on
I
what
can
you
tell
were saying.
you,
Exactly
Reasonable
what you're
Doubt
Hey, we
had
should go on break soon, by the way.
Reasonable Doubt had an incredible impact.
You gotta give
all
us
right.
an apology. You gotta
I
get his
will.
shit out, 'cause
I
he
would.
gone.
I will.
That nigga gone, so
Oh
you gotta
yeah,
get
so
his shit
Liv
out.
got to get his shit out.
I'm not gone. I can stop.
No,
I'm not
talking
drunk,
about,
y'all.
I'm talking about after this half, nigga.
Oh, okay.
Shit you been on, you
Bacardi,
gone.
Bacardi
You're
said you
gone.
didn't have too many hot takes.
Yeah, you out of here, nigga. You're out of here, nigga.
You mean like you finna kick me out?
Hey, it's
like-
cool. Well, I'm already cutting Bacardi for that weak ass pun earlier.
I mean,
Hey, this about to be the most edited podcast that we ever put out.
I just can't. When I think about classic, I think about impact.
Me too.
Okay? And I don't think about what's great. And I can tell you, Reasonable Doubt had a serious impact on hip hop. I can even agree with you, and I could digress on my opinion and say that Volume 2 can be considered a classic because of the impact that it had on a commercial level. It took Jay-Z to a whole new level. It changed the game. It changed the way people were perceiving
but you're not
rap
including Blueprint
music.
in that either?
I haven't even got there. I'm going in chronological
Oh,
order.
okay. I didn't know.
I'm going in chronological order. Now, Blueprint is an absolute classic because that changed the tone of how a rapper can change the way he sounds on the music, because Kanye West came with something brand new and paired with Jay-Z gave us what we know now as West and everything else.
You're not including Black Album?
That's we not even there yet.
No, I get why he's saying that's what I said, because you said he had 3 and now you've already named 3.
Because I digressed. I've been arguing about Volume 2 being trash. I don't like it.
No, I'm saying,
but I digressed.
It's really 2 and Impossible because he's really
because he's at 3
it's
right
really
now.
3 and Impossible.
Because he
I
didn't even get the Blueprint
Volume
yet.
2 because I'm digressing on my comment to satisfy
you're not including anything
to
else,
acknowledge the commercial success and what that album did for commercial rap. Okay, the 4th one will be absolutely will be the Black Album, because when he came out with that shit, wasn't nobody making no music like that.
Okay,
that album right there is not a typical rap album. If you listen to it, it is to an extent, but it's not. But I'm not gonna count Watch the Throne. It has no impact for me.
I think you have to include Watch the Throne.
It has no impact for me. I'm not gonna think of 444 was cool. I like that one a lot.
That's not a classic.
But it's not a classic. I'm not gonna say American Gangster was a classic. I'm not gonna say
that's not a classic
Volume 3
either.
Kingdom. Come, are you tripping?
Wait,
Kingdom Come.
I didn't. I was asking him about. I'm asking him about.
Oh my God,
Boy,
I was gonna leave.
I didn't.
I was gonna leave.
I'm about to say you fucking overdoing it
Dog,
now.
Beach chair, bro. Really?
Hey, Beach Share fire.
I actually like that track.
Beach Share fire.
I actually like that
Yeah,
track.
be sure. All right.
I actually really like that track.
I hate that red
I like
fucking
that
album.
track, and I like Kingdom Come on there too.
He tricked me into buying that album.
Okay,
Goddammit, that's why I'm so
everybody.
mad.
He tricked everybody.
But that's it.
And you don't include Dynasty.
Dynasty, I love Dynasty. It was great for Rockefeller, for where it put Rockefeller and
That's what
how
I'm saying,
it
like, those are
introduced
moments
people. That's a moment, but I'm not going to consider that a classic because that didn't impact the hip hop culture. Now Jay-Z had those to
I
me,
disagree.
in my opinion.
American Gangster, I gotta include because it fit the movie so fucking well, and
But
it's like it
did.
No, but I think that was something like you get soundtracks to movies all the time, and they fit to a movie very well. But for a singular artist soundtrack,
But that wasn't a soundtrack to the movie, though.
but it
was
it
not.
wasn't the official.
He was
It wasn't-
inspired.
But
it wasn't the official. You're right. You're right.
But still, to what just happened here, people will argue that that was the soundtrack to the movie, and that's why I said it's a classic, because to your point of game changing, that's something we hadn't seen before.
No,
and
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
A singular
Soundtrack movies.
No, not soundtrack. A singular
singular
artist.
creating an album that is so intertwined with a movie that people will argue that it's a soundtrack. That's something we hadn't seen before.
But I'm going to argue something here.
feel like-
I'm going to argue
so what I
something
will
here
give
because
y'all
if that was
Hold on,
impactful,
before you
other
go,
people would do it.
I want to hear
what I will
Bacardi
give you-
because he ain't saying much
What I
on this
will
yet.
give you for that, though, is the fact that what Jay-Z did is commercially sell a mixtape. Because anybody would have made an American Gangster mixtape.
No, that's not a but this was.
And it could have been that fucking
I mean, how many
but
people
if
did
Jay,
City
like I
of
said,
God
like Jay-Z
mixtapes?
pretty much took the mentality of like, I'm just gonna do this like themed album,
gonna make it an
like
album.
this themed mixtape, whatever about this movie,
Yeah.
and make it like it's going to be a commercial success though, like because
Because
but
it's Jay-Z.
anybody could have did it as far
But
as
see,
mixtape level.
but here's what I'm
And
telling
then-
you. But there's been people who did movie inspired. There's been people who did a whole movie based off of Scarface, based off
Yeah,
of
New Jack City,
right?
all
New Jack
that.
City, and it did not. It had not had
But
that
they did-
impact.
because you couldn't. They didn't. For one, they didn't have the success that Jay-Z already had to release on a scale that's like.
But that's what
I'm tying.
So
it
that's
together.
what I'm
Literally,
saying.
Jay-Z
That's
did it
what
because
makes
he
it a
could.
classic.
Yeah, but
That doesn't make it. Like that
It
doesn't
doesn't make it a
I
You
classic.
can't. You
like-
can't fall
like,
whole
my
for
thing-
its success.
So my
Yeah,
thing is
I don't know if you
like
can
because
knock
it's too many ways that y'all are making something a class. Like I didn't say the movie.
There's no one way to. There's
like,
no
my-
one criteria for a classic.
Hey, no, there
I mean-
is. Impact.
I mean, no, there ain't. That's what I'm
Timeless
saying.
impact.
Because everybody
There's not.
gonna have their own reason why
What
they call it a
follows
classic.
suit after that?
'Cause
Those
everybody
are
gonna have their own-
classics. Those
like
are
I don't
legends.
like. I said. I
And
think.
American
I
Gangster's
think.
not?
I think
No.
American Gangster
you
is
bugging.
cold as an album. I wouldn't say it's Jay-Z's classic. Like for me, being a fan of Jay-Z, how I am a fan of it is like what he did with that is fucking cold.
Bro, don't get me wrong.
That
I
doesn't
love
make-
Jay. Like he's
like-
one of my
And
favorite
to be fair,
rappers.
there's no right or wrong answer. That's why
Yeah.
I hate debating music, because there's not a right or wrong answer. Music impacts everybody differently.
Differently, yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying.
there's never going to be a right or wrong answer. It's fun to debate, but I hate it because it gets so passionate, and it's like, fam, you probably not gonna ever.
There is, but there's a definition to what is classic.
Not
Because I mean, my thing is like
there
my
is
thing is like,
a
I'm still not
verbatim dictionary definition to what's a classic.
boy, to what's a classic to a classic to rap
Classic, you
What is
can't.
the definition? Did you already look at it? What does the definition say? It doesn't say.
Of a classic,
what's
what?
the definition
Like,
say?
it's gonna be a classic
It's
card.
not a definitive of an
It
album.
literally just says serving as a standard of excellence of recognized value.
There you go.
But that's not
standard of excellence. So when somebody
but-
releases a classic, that means there's
A
continuous. There's people behind it that take that as their mode. That take that as
No,
their
it doesn't.
blueprint
Recognized
to
value.
create it.
What
To
is
create things
recognized-
that are similar.
What is recognized value?
Wait, hold on.
Is that sales?
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
what is recognized
so then-
value?
no, no,
Recognized
no,
value is
because then-
anything that adds value to anything to put you into the
So
forefront
no, my
of
thing.
something.
So my thing is like, from
Sales can put you in the forefront. American
Sit.
Gangster. So
Whoa,
American
wait.
Gangster sold hella.
Hell,
So,
wait,
like,
and if you,
so that's
wait,
what I'm
hold on,
saying.
before you get into that, I'm gonna let you cook.
'Cause I
But
definitely
if
wanna
you
get off
saying
this.
that, so if you going based off of sales, so you telling me Chingy Jackpot is a classic?
I didn't say I'm not going
No,
off
yeah,
of
Because
that's what I'm
Chingy
saying.
Jackpot
Yeah.
sold crazy amount, and nobody
and that's
considers
really
that a classic.
because it's like it's really like the first, like whatever you going by the definition of the classic, it's still
There's no definitive what you.
But it's no, because that is a definitive definition. But
No,
it's
but
to-
I'm saying
but it's to you.
it's to you.
personally
Right.
to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because-
So,
But
again,
no, but that is your stand. Like you, like for me, that's I understand what Lib's saying because you're making a classic out of just every little. Like if I said the reason about it is a classic to me because I can play that shit straight through, then that's my determination of what a classic is
Yeah.
because I can play it
Yeah.
straight through. I can't play fucking whatever the
Volume 2. I can't
not-
play Volume 2
like,
straight
okay,
through.
so-
that's
but
not a classic. to
And
me.
I do
that's
every
to my
time.
But that's not my
But see,
definition of a
American
classic.
Every
Gangster, I
time
can't
I
play
do.
that shit straight
And see,
through.
and I
that's
do
to my
every
point where
time.
I said there's never going to be a
Yeah, it's
right
never
or
gonna be the
wrong
Right.
answer.
But I mean, but you gotta have like what I'm hearing you saying by just giving him like 7. It's all based on a different reason of it being a classic.
Yeah.
So it's like
Every
but what is your
album.
basis of a classic? Like for you personally, what is your basis of a
So
classic?
my first basic of a classic is replay value and playing all the way through. All 7 of those albums when
For
I
you,
That is
you can play all the way
personal.
through.
I'm talking on a general
So,
aspect.
wait, hold on.
So when I say
Wait,
classic,
but
I
you-
think I talk in
Now-
general. I'm not talking about
Right. So
myself.
But you can't do a general.
Hold on.
Yes, you
Hold
can.
on.
You can.
You can't. Hold on.
You
But
know why
if
you
take out
can?
General,
But
no. I wanna bring
Absolutely
it.
not.
I
I'm
want to
gonna
bring
answer
it.
this.
No, before you do,
I
I
am
want to bring
no-
in your general because you said general. But if you go to any website and they list Jay-Z's top album, American Gangster is in it. So why is your criteria better than the Source, XXL, Respect Magazine, Complex?
There
All
is
that,
a
all that?
difference between a top album and a classic. Now, if the title
They-
said classic,
they're titling it classic. Is what I'm telling you.
You just said you can't change what you just
No,
said.
so,
you said top, and
look
now
it
it's
up.
classic.
Look it up now.
It's a list of
Now,
top albums.
let me
and that's
give you
like
my
classic.
definition.
If
That's
it's top
like-
3, it's a classic.
No,
What the fuck?
because, so that's what I'm saying. My thing is like, so that's what I do say. Because even if you were even if you're the Source or anybody, if you say we finna give you a list of the top 50 classic albums, they're going to give you a criteria.
Right, and American Gangster
so if they-
fits the
but if they-
criteria
but if they-
from sales,
but I'm
from
saying- but I'm
impact,
saying-
from innovation.
But I'm saying, like, for what
American
you said,
Gangster
to
fits
Live,
all
though,
those modes.
what you said to Live, though,
Classic.
they say it's a top 10 list. That's just a top 10 list. Like, what is a top 10? Like,
I
it's
just
gonna
want to be clear on what I'm defining as a classic, so
Right,
we
what
all
you-
understand.
No, but-
I am no.
Go back
I
to
am
what McCartney
not.
said. What
I am
you
not
are.
going.
What
on,
you are.
I am not. No, I am not going on my own personal basis because if that was the case, I love Volume 3. I would call that a classic. I'm absolutely
fine.
not. My definition of a classic, when I look at a classic, is how did it impact the culture that I love? How
That's still
did
your personal-
these
that's
albums
That's still your
impact?
personal.
That's
whatchamacallit.
not personal
It is.
because why do so many people take, let's just say this for example, why do so many people take Illmatic and call that a classic album? Why? Because of the impact that it had on hip hop and because of how other people followed
That's
suits.
not why I call it a classic. I just like the album.
I'm talking general. I'm not talking about individuality.
I don't even like it. It didn't grew out of my classic status because I can't play it through no more.
I
straight
said,
through.
you know what? And I had this discussion with my chat group. I can't continue to keep calling Illmatic a classic just because things change.
Yeah.
I can't. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call it a classic for that era, but I'm not gonna compare something from
if
this
something
year
is a
to
classic,
that.
it does not remove. It can never be removed from being a classic, dog.
Nah, 'cause
It,
I mean,
it goes
yeah,
into
yeah.
legacy status.
I mean, it go, yeah, something.
It goes
No,
into
like
legacy
there's
status.
definitely been
Hey, we
music.
definitely need to take a break.
We'll
It's
take a
definitely
break.
music- it's definitely
Hold on.
music I
Tell me
listen to
one
where I-
classic that was deemed a classic that is no longer a classic. Just tell me one.
That was-
Illmatic.
That's a lie, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
I mean, I think
too. At the same time, there's like we have
once
to.
you a classic, you can't.
But
can't,
I mean,
your classic can't get removed. Nigga, that makes no sense.
If you're my own classic, I can do what the fuck I want to do with
Again,
it. You know what I'm saying?
it can because my major point, my sticking point has been music is subjective.
It's subjective.
Yes, it can.
Like
There's
my thing is like
definition of
music is subjective, but when we're talking about hip hop has a starting point, and when you look at that starting point, what are the albums that created what hip hop is currently today, and why do we consider those classics? That's why the debate of classic for us is different than other people's debate of classic, because our music is only 35 years old. We can define when it started.
In that 35 years, it's changed so drastically, because if you talk to somebody who grew up, it's gonna be based off when you grew up.
You're adding to my argument that's agreeing to it.
It's not, because
I'm going to tell you why.
This is why I say it's subjective, because somebody who was born in 2000, they're not going to see the same classic albums as you do, and it's no less wrong because that's their opinion. That is what impacted them.
Well,
that is their recognized value.
That circles back to what I said about how we can't continue to match up albums that come out today to an album like Illmatic, because that time has passed and Illmatic has already paved a way. But because of the evolution of what hip hop is, there's a stopping point. Illmatic is a classic, period. All right, it is fire, it is dope, it paved the way. But Illmatic isn't a classic after, let's say, 2000, because 2000 there was a whole new breed of music. That's where Jay-Z comes in with Volume 2. Volume 2 I included as a classic because that changed the way we perceived rap music commercially, because Jay-Z dropped commercial songs we never fucking heard.
Yeah, Volume 2 is full of commercials.
Then 2010 comes.
I don't know what album y'all was listening to.
There's always a classic, but you have to tier it, because you can't compare today to something that happened 35
what do y'all
years
classify
ago.
as a commercial song?
But I think about impact. Because
and similarity to what's already out
outside
in the
of
system.
Hard Knock Life off of Volume 2, what was another commercial song off that album?
Hard Knock Life Volume 2, Jigga What, Jigga Who. All right,
that was not a commercial success.
What?
That was a B-side. That's not even an A-side track.
Can you look up these numbers, Diz?
I mean, it was a video shot for it.
Because I swear
There's
to
a lot of video
God,
shot for
that
B-sides.
was a crossover song.
I don't think it was a crossover song.
It was not a
Money
commercial
Cash
song.
Hoes definitely was.
Yeah, that was like, I mean,
Now,
No, it
Juvenile.
Where are y'all getting commercial? So before you give the answer,
you're
hold on.
trying to say white people sing.
No. Before Dish give his answer, a commercial success, we would say, let's say Bruno Mars, the music that he puts out.
We're
Commercial
talking about
success.
in rap though.
In rap, okay, in rap,
bro.
Wait,
I can go to a white bar and play Money Cash Hoes.
So you telling me Money
and they're
Cash,
gonna be like Money Cash Hoes.
Commercial success. Jay-Z's main commercial success song is New York with Alicia Keys. You telling me Money Cash Hoes is at the same level of it being a commercial success?
But we're talking about 10 years later.
Okay, 10 years later, at that time, No Diggity, a hip hop song, that was commercial
not
success.
a rap song.
That was an R&B
feature.
song.
Okay. Eminem, Real Slim Shady.
Oh my God, that's a worldwide fucking commercial song.
Success is generally any track that would have charted in the Billboard Hot 100. Can we agree with that?
Is that what it is?
Absolutely, that is what it is.
All three of the songs charted on the Billboard Hot 100.
If we're going off of that,
then
yeah.
By the way, you said Jigga What Jigga Who was a B-side?
Yeah, it was not.
It was the second single.
Thank you.
I knew it. It's a video show. Like Jay-Z's
I thought Do It Again was the second single.
Volume 2 is his commercial success.
I feel like
Blueprint is his commercial.
No, it is not.
Blueprint's outsold Volume 2 so much. Blueprint and Black Album is his two most commercial success albums.
Volume 2 started the commercial run.
It did.
That's what I'm saying.
But Blueprint is the solidified of the commercial. Like
again, are we going commercial success or are we going just
No, I'm just saying which. No, I'm saying which one.
I'm saying for albums now. We're going just what sold the most.
Just give us the numbers, Didge.
Volume 2 is his highest selling album.
Thank you.
Over Blueprint?
Volume 2
yes.
Volume 2 sold 5.4.
Jigga What Jigga Who. Money Cash Hoes.
Hard
Knock Life.
Blueprint sold 2.7
because
then. Actually, Blueprint is number 3 because
Blueprint was a passion album.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Dude, he hardly had any commercial songs on that album.
So that's what.
What commercial songs did he have on the album?
H to the Izzo.
Izzo.
Song Cry.
No.
Girls.
Song Cry is definitely.
Song Cry.
Bro,
Look
he
up the
did the
numbers
shit.
for Song
He did the
Cry.
shit a cappella.
Girls.
Again, are we
H to
H to the Izzo.
Again, are we
Song
assuming?
Cry,
Are we
girls.
assuming? Again, so we can safely
I'm not going
assume.
Song Cry.
So again,
That's just your
Why?
personal opinion.
Because-
Because the nigga did it on MTV Live.
again,
in the
so
back, like,
we can safely assume that
He did it acoustic though. That's
we
different.
we already agreed earlier that we can assume any track that's charted on the Billboard Hot 100 is a commercial success.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they all did.
yes.
So it's a commercial success. We agreed to that earlier. You said yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. So,
But you have to think of this too. How long did it stay on there though? Was it
Well,
just
it
a
don't
one time?
matter.
Was it a,
It
doesn't
don't.
matter.
No, you don't.
It does matter.
All right,
It does matter.
We finna go to break after this.
Yeah.
So,
No, that does
so
matter
Vi-
because that
so-
tells you how many
so
people
Vi-
are still falling
So
on
the
it. How
reason,
many
so the
people are
reason,
still
like,
listening to
so
it.
the reason, even like Deuces was shocked about Volume 2 being higher.
Matter of
sold
fact, I didn't
was
even
because-
know "Song Cry" was even a commercial
because
song.
I don't know how you.
He had a
know.
music video. He performed at an MTV, BET.
Yeah,
I think he performed
added
at
to his fucking
he
repertoire.
added to everything.
Bro,
Yeah.
That's matter of fact.
I never
Song
even
Cry
knew
is
that.
a song that if Jay-Z is performing
Yeah.
and he's doing a set, Song Cry gotta be in the set,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's in the set.
You
Like-
cannot do a
like
Jay-Z.
Song
I
Cry.
just thought that
like
was
the
like-
nigga had an intimate moment, Circle Stash,
mean-
MTV
Thank
talking
you,
to
man.
niggas. Like,
He did
okay.
it on Unplugged.
He
He
did
did
Unplugged.
Unplugged.
Okay.
No, he
Oh,
did it out. No,
He did Unplugged.
he did.
Yeah,
no,
he
he
did
did it
it.
on Unplugged, but he also did it in the MTV.
But
Awards.
listen, bro, you
Also-
have to admit, regardless, even if it wasn't a commercial, like that's probably one of the most that song, and then
I don't know what you about to
What
say.
you about to
the
say?
last-
No,
no,
finish
one of
your
the most-
statement. Finish your statement.
one
yeah.
of the most heartfelt songs.
That's
Jay-Z
what
ever
made it
gave
commercial.
us.
It's like I Believe I Can Fly.
That was-
It was the
It-
rap. It was the
it
rap
is.
version of I Believe I
will
Can
agree to
Fly.
that. I will agree to that.
Like that's that's
But-
what made it so successful because no rapper could do like no one still has done a
He
better.
did that song.
Cry.
He did a similar version, not about a woman, but on Reasonable Doubt, he got that song about. It is about his brother. I can't remember. It has that cold ass sample.
But
I think it's track number 14 on Reasonable Doubt.
I don't get a definite, but I'm getting reports between 9 and 11 weeks
What?
for Song Cry on Billboard.
Oh, but I mean, you still doing that. So I'm just saying,
'Cause
like the reason.
I'm interested.
so the
Just for
reason- so
shits
the
and
reason
giggles, I'm
Deuces-
interested.
so the
What
reason
did
Deuces
the
was
other
shocked-
commercial songs? I'm just interested at
On,
this point.
all of his singles, he had 4 singles on Blueprint. All of them charted.
I'm just
What was
interested
the
to
fourth
see
one?
which one was like
Song
the
Cry
longest.
was the last single.
Like
Wait,
which
what
one?
are we missing? We
Okay,
said
so
girls,
that's not
girls,
gonna count
girls,
'cause the
song,
last
Izzo.
one-
What are we missing?
Jigga that nigga.
Jigga,
That's what we missing. Jigga, jigga, that nigga, jigga. Like, dog.
You listen
and
to
I didn't
that,
like
bro?
that one.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
don't
didn't like
listen
that
to
song.
I
Actually-
love that
I
song.
didn't realize the actual
Come
track.
back
don't even
like
like
dun,
change-
dun, dun,
It
dun.
could have been Jigga.
Bro,
It could have just been
I
Jigga.
love it.
Like,
Like,
I don't even like change clothes, bro.
I like change clothes. You do a
And a
lot.
I don't like
fitted.
change clothes.
So I mean,
Oh
that's
my
what,
God,
so that's
nigga.
why. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when Volume 2 came out, the reason it sold the most is because it was the emergence of commercial.
Absolutely.
That's why you had. So that's why. But it,
Jay-Z
but the
created
emergence
that.
of commercial as a rapper, as a
Absolutely.
rapper.
Single.
So
That wasn't a,
he
was
did
it a
that.
single?
Was
He
that on
mimicked it
Blueprint
again for Volume 3 a little bit with a little bit
I think it's
more.
Blueprint
I
too.
love
Yeah.
Volume 3 better than Volume 2.
Right, because he
See, that's why Blueprint
because
2
he
wasn't a bad
mastered
album.
what he did in
It
Volume
just was a
2.
classic.
He tried to though.
I didn't
You know
realize
what I'm
Renegade
saying?
was
Like,
in
you know what I'm saying?
it. I
He
should've
got,
known that wouldn't have been.
but
Renegade was on
that's what I'm saying.
It is, I
Blueprint,
didn't know it wasn't a single.
by the time
it was a
Blueprint
single.
came out,
No, Renegade wasn't.
Oh no, never.
I should've
But that's a
known.
classic song.
Oh, but wait, with this, hold on. Blueprint 2 could possibly be possible. And the only reason I say
Blueprint
it,
2?
Yep, the only reason why I say it,
I forgot about
I
that.
can't
No,
even
no,
tell
hold
you
on.
what's on Blueprint
Change
2.
Clothes,
Change Clothes.
that did
That
not
was on
change.
Blueprint 2.
Death of
That was on
Autotune,
Blueprint 2?
Death of Autotune didn't
That
change
was on
game.
Blueprint
Jeff
2.
Autotune
No.
was on Blueprint
Oh, that was
3.
from Thief. That's
Motherfuckers
Blueprint
is
3.
It was
still
a Blueprint
playing.
3. I forgot it was a Blueprint 3.
Oh my
God
God!
damn.
there's a
Picasso,
Blueprint
baby.
3.
Picasso, baby.
That's-
That's Blueprint 3.
Picasso Baby is on.
That's 3, right?
No, that's on 444.
Yeah,
No,
That's
it was
on
not. It was not.
444,
No, it's
yeah.
not.
Picasso
That-
Baby?
That is definitely not
You
on
know,
444.
444 reminds me more of
It's
a
on Blueprint 3 because it was the
It was
white
another-
cover.
It wasn't.
It was the white cover.
It reminds me more of a Blueprint.
To most
Blueprint
rappers,
1.
it's considered another Blueprint to me.
I know for sure it's not on 444.
Like I consider another Blueprint, like
It
another
may have
version
been
of
on.
a
It may have been on
Blueprint.
Kingdom Come or
Maybe Magna Carta. Let me see. I'm looking.
You be
at it now.
listening to
It was
Kingdom
on Magna
Come,
Carta.
I fucking love
'Cause that's
Kingdom
right.
Come.
That's why. That's the only
It
reason I
was
like
on
Magna
Magna
Carta.
Carta.
It was on Magna Carta.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I was like, I would
Oh
listen
wait,
to
wait,
What
Magna
was on
Carta.
Magna Carta?
Picasso Baby.
Yeah,
Picasso
Picasso
Baby,
Baby.
yeah,
No, because you also love the Hove and Justin Timberlake song.
Yeah, I fucking love
Yeah.
that song.
That
What
song,
song is that?
the Magna,
Ooh.
Holy Grail.
Yeah, it is
Holy
Holy
Grail.
Grail.
I
Holy
like
Grail.
that song because
But I fuck with
Justin's
Picasso Baby
vocals.
way harder.
Oh, of course.
Now the
Justin's
singles
vocals
from
on that
Blueprint-
song is fucking
the singles from
phenomenal.
Blueprint 2 weren't bad.
That Blueprint 2 was fire.
Bonnie and Clyde was
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's because he had Beyonce. Like, it was a different blueprint.
And you know what?
Like,
You know what?
That was
Can we
about
even count
having you a bad girl.
because he took that from Pac. That's a Pac song.
So now we knocking samples? You got to take Kanye whole career out of
Bro,
here,
samples? That's not a sample. The whole song is based off of Tupac's song.
We gotta
from the
you
way
gotta
from
take
his
Kanye's
rhyme
whole-
pattern.
But why not, though?
From his
It's
rhyme
Bonnie
pattern
and
to
Clyde.
everything.
No, his rhyme pattern was not like Pac.
It was not.
Not in
It
Bonnie and
has-
Clyde,
it has
though.
some similarities.
Bro,
It has some similarities.
Listen to the song
it
again.
absolutely was.
I-
It has some similarities.
I got $10 right now.
It
Excuse me, Miss was
I
cold.
got $10
That
right
wasn't
now.
even
Play the
single.
song.
I'm gonna take these $10.
Play the
though.
song.
Yeah, you
Hey,
out
let's
of
Play the
control.
song.
You got
We got
gavel.
to go
Control.
break. Play the song. Wait, hold on. Before we go on break, we gonna listen to it. We gonna come back.
No, we gonna go to break and you
Because
gonna come
we're
back
not
and see
gonna-
what
we're
that
not going to
$10.
get my,
Yeah.
we're gonna go
No,
to break.
We gonna
listen.
go to break.
Let,
If you
let
have
me,
$10,
let me
come back.
finish my fucking statement.
Oh
we
my
gonna
God,
go to
boy.
break. We gonna listen to Bonnie and Clyde.
I am
We gonna-
not listening
We gonna
to
listen
Bonnie
to
and
Pac
Clyde.
song. I got $10 right now.
Bonnie and
Well,
Clyde,
listen,
bro.
I'm just saying. I got $10 that whole.
I like the
flow,
Watcher on that
whole-
album.
whole
Watch
flow.
the show.
And even matter of
hold on,
fact,
let me
even
finish.
that is somebody else's
I'm
song.
trying to go to break.
That
Right.
is Dre's song.
I'm trying to go to break. I got $10 that whole flow and cadence is nothing like Pac's Bonnie and Clyde. I got $10 on it.
Nothing. Like, I just said similarities. I didn't
It's
say it
not
was-
similar.
I-
No, he said it's like.
No, I said
It's not.
I didn't say it was
It's-
like.
it's-
I said he took that. There's
He-
rhyme
all-
patterns in
all-
there.
Single.
All he took was listen, we'll go on break.
You
we'll
can't
listen
say
to it.
all he took and
Yes,
then
it
tell
is.
me that it was
All he
nothing.
took was the name and the beat.
No, he didn't.
I got $10 on it. We'll
Hey,
listen
the
to it
bounce
after.
is cold.
Let's go on break.
Yeah, pulling out the bounce. Yeah, that was my shit.
Dog, that's it.
Oh,
7
We out-
classics.
we out
We going on
here.
break, y'all.
Yeah, we on
Yeah.
break, fam.
All right, so I'm. All right. We are back. We are back.
See, y'all ain't happy
They ain't
today.
even
You know,
doing
you
it.
got it. You
Y'all ain't
have
happy
it.
today.
I'm happy. I'm
All of y'all.
Everybody's mad at everybody.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I am mad at all three of y'all.
I'm not mad.
See?
Like, I am mad.
You
I
mad
am-
at all three. Dig is mad at us two.
Yeah.
I'm
Niggas
not
look
mad.
around.
I just don't tolerate any Hove slander.
See?
Like, y'all.
Biased arguments.
Y'all watch
Oh
Moonknight?
yeah, definitely biased as fuck.
Y'all watch Moonknight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get off
Let's
Jay
get
Z.
it. Let's
and
get it.
let's
Because
talk
I don't.
about
So let's talk about
Moonizzle.
let's talk about the fact that I don't fucking like the show.
You don't?
Don't like it.
I think it's the best Marvel show thus far.
Ooh, I
No,
think
that's
it's
you
too
worse.
are
far.
you are
I think it's too
fucking
far.
violent.
That is
today.
I like it.
Why am
why
I
you
violent?
trying to
Because
rile me up?
because my opinion is in general consensus.
Like, why
That's
you trying to
true.
I
rile
have
me
to
up?
question y'all. Y'all opinion on it. Because
I
what do you think is the best one? Let's start. What do y'all think is the best
Loki.
Marvel show?
Loki.
WandaVision was mine.
Okay. Which one?
WandaVision.
I like WandaVision. I like Loki.
Why
And
did you
I
make-
would say Loki
Why
was
did you
my
make
best.
that sound though? Like,
Hey!
Because
you can.
Hey!
It sounded like you got hit.
Hey!
I did.
Hey, you remember that? Y'all see that meme when that nigga
Oh,
was bowling? That bowling, that pin drug.
Dude, because I think
I do think that this is the worst though.
I think this one is the best because it's giving us something new.
It's not giving me absolutely
I think Hawkeye's
any
the worst.
fucking thing.
Why not? Why do y'all
I
dislike
don't like it, but I'm
it?
saying
I
I
don't-
don't the worst.
There's gonna be a huge
I would like to-
payoff.
So,
I don't
let's-
like it. I don't not. Wait, hold on. Before
Well, let's go down in the order.
yeah, before you get it, I just want to. I do not dislike it.
I don't dislike it.
I just don't think it's the
I
best.
just think it's the worst. But go ahead. We're
Doug said, I don't dislike it, but I think it's the
well,
worst.
just
That don't even make sense.
Well, it does.
dude.
It does.
When I get
It
to
does,
when I
because
get to my when I get
when
to
you-
my
something got to be last. So I get what he's saying.
I get what he. But
I
do
get what you're saying.
Didge is a masochist. That's it.
So let's go down the line. Go ahead.
No, I
I got
don't like.
Hawkeye
I
my
don't.
worst.
Yeah, I don't really care for it because as far as where we at in the story now, it's just dry. It's like a fucking weak Indiana Jones ass story.
I see
Like
what
I
you're
really don't
fair.
like, and I mean I do get I love like everybody gonna always point out the Moon Knight fights, but
I don't think the Moon Knight fights are great at all.
But I mean, like I said, and then the point that we like, you lost it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
It's an origin story.
And there's 2 episodes left. Like, bro, this shit is. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, and I just really don't fucking like, not Mark, but the other dude.
Steve. All right,
I don't
so
fucking
that's
See, I was never on the Stephen hate train.
You was never on the Stephen Hay train.
I'm okay with Stephen.
That's a perfect segue into mine.
Yeah, go.
Thank you.
Like I said, I don't dislike the show, but if we're going to rank it on all of the other ones, I do think it's the weakest. So, I agree with Bacardi. Steven, especially the first 2 episodes.
You hated Steven from the rip.
Rough.
Like,
Bro,
first 5
Fam
minutes, Dish hated Steven.
Because one, Fam has 0 self-preservation. He argues at the wrong time, and I get it. I understand something's taking over your body. You're kind of like, I want my body. But when you realize the last time something took your body and it took over and you didn't die because something was about to kill you.
But he also don't agree with killing.
No self-preservation.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if
when
I
you wake up, you survive,
Jamie,
nigga. Like, every time this nigga was in danger.
I don't like killing either.
So, hold on. Before, I want to let you finish.
Yeah, hold on.
But what y'all keep forgetting is up until 2 days ago.
I was going to say, you're doing this the hard way, bro.
That was a bad way to do that.
What the hell did you do?
Wait.
He passed it to him, and he just like,
I don't know why.
That nigga did
you
the
know
trick
what?
shot.
You know
that
what?
nigga did.
I love y'all, but that right there, that moment right there just told me we tired right now.
bro.
We sick of everything.
That nigga did turn to a Harlem Globetrotter of drinkers. That nigga said, do.
Shit been so rough.
Down to rethink it and then did it again. Like,
Like, shit been so rough to this nigga made it rougher.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
Like,
my
but
point.
no, yeah, go ahead.
My
Let's
point that I
walk
wanted
in.
to tell y'all keep on talking about those. Y'all gotta remember, up until 2 days ago, this nigga didn't kill nobody. His life, he just thought he was sleepwalking. So his whole world got changed, and y'all expect him to be this master killer. They're like,
No,
you don't gotta
be a
like,
master
bring you in.
killer.
But that's my part of the story that I don't like though. It's like,
Can I
because
give
it's
y'all a spoiler
it's
when
just
y'all done?
It's
Of just a little
too
one?
much.
Yeah, I don't really care.
It's too
As long
much
as they don't
over
care.
the
I'll
top.
walk out. I don't want to.
it's not really a spoiler about the show.
Let him finish though.
Yeah.
I know they do it for comic relief, and I know that's what we're doing. But that's what I say. It feels like, and what I said the last time, it just feels like Venom. Like when this nigga had Venom, and it was like, what the fuck is all? You know what I'm saying? Like it just feels.
It is a comment. But my debate against that is that in this situation with Venom is not trying to just like take over.
Y'all got to get to me, remember.
I didn't even get to mine. He didn't even finish it.
Oh.
Like Venom, like I said, like Venom is like, he's not trying to like just completely take over, like, you know what I'm saying? And with this one, it's like, yo, all right, let me finish this mission. Like, so that's the only reason why I don't subscribe to that.
I mean, Venom is what Venom was like, nigga. If you like, Venom
just want to eat.
But I'm saying like Venom still have to become like
Venom is its own
he still
entity.
comes over his
Oh
body.
yeah, I know that.
It can't completely become somebody.
That's why.
That's the difference.
That's why I don't.
And that's things that I got first. When people were hitting me up about it, they were hitting me up about, you know, this is giving me Venom SK vibes. But I could not tell them things that I know, and I'm gonna share it with y'all because you guys don't seem to care about.
They don't. I do.
So
I care about the show. I don't want.
But I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna share one thing. I'm gonna share.
I don't care about that.
I'm gonna share one thing with y'all, and maybe it might change your perception of the show.
But
because this is comic book related.
Well, we'll get it to you.
I'll do it when I get to me.
Yeah, let's let this.
So if you.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your sentence.
No. I was just gonna say if you don't want to hear it, cover your ears.
Are you telling people?
I don't think it'll spoil anything, but it'll at least enlighten you to understand a little bit more of the character. But yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said, I just think he had 0 self-preservation, and so that was episode 1 and 2.
Who has 0?
Steve.
Okay.
So then by episode 3, like my opinion on him started like it wasn't a bad like episode 3. That was even still because episode 3 was the one where they were fighting with where they were fighting all the people like he was getting stabbed and they went to go. Okay, so yeah, even then, so like it wasn't as bad that one, but even then. In the middle of a fight, he's literally getting beat up by multiple people. And he's like, "No, give me the body, blah blah." It's like, fam, you can't do this. you gonna probably die if you take over. And as evidence, as soon as he got the body, fam got punched the shit out of him. Oh no, you can have it back.
You gotta let him try though.
And
that was his first time with new powers. He was like, let me try.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Try it out.
I paused it.
Let
Like,
me try it out.
I might cut this shit off,
Bro.
Like when
His suit was so cold and he did nothing.
When he fought for the body and got punched, like, you can have this bitch back. I paused it like I'm about to really be done with this.
Wait, hold on.
y'all
Before you
doing
go,
a lot.
I want to ask a question. Today, later on, you go to the crib. You find out you got powers and you got a secret, and there's a second person that also a second personality that pop in. You ain't gonna want to try the powers out real quick. Like, let me see if I got it too. If you a master, you don't want to try it. Like, you got to give Steven some grace.
That's different.
He had to try it.
That's different.
How's that? That's the same.
Because something ain't after me trying to kill
You don't
me.
even know if you can
Even
die.
if it
though.
was.
No, because if I know, because remember the first time
I'm gonna try it
Can y'all
first.
get the me yet? Can y'all get the me?
I didn't even get to me yet.
I know.
Yeah, we gotta.
Well, we just keep jumping in.
I know. I just want to know why.
No,
y'all
yeah,
don't
that's
like
fair.
it.
So then, like that, and then, episode 4, I think it was good up until the last 10 minutes or so. I don't think
We're on episode 5 right now. That was
This is
what was
4.
Wednesday, right?
This is 4.
4.
Was
Yeah,
it
4.
5 comes out this week.
There's only 6 episodes in the
Yeah.
series.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we.
That's
I
why I
thought we
said
were
like
on
where we
5.
at now is like this is fucking like, bro. What is this?
There's
like,
gonna be a huge payoff.
I know.
I think so too.
I'm excited.
But
about it.
the reason I didn't it's not even that I disliked the last 10 minutes. I don't think we needed it where it would have ended. I think 4 could have ended where he got shot and it could have started with everything that happened afterwards with episode 5, and I would have been happier.
What I say might
get you.
get you to understand that last.
Well, and it could.
See, I did, and me and Diz talked about this earlier. So
Because I know that you guys know nothing about the Moonknight character.
Yeah, I don't know shit about.
I've
Like,
been doing
I'm,
reviews.
That's why I love it.
and I'm speaking from
That's
a
why
place.
I love
I'm
it.
speaking from that place. Like I'm like, bro, I don't really know
I've
the shit
learned
about
a
this
little
dude.
bit more as we're going through the show because
It's funny.
I am doing
I'm
reviews. Shout out to
interested in
GVN. I am doing weekly reviews with them, and they have somebody who's like he loves Moonknight.
He loves Moonknight.
So like he gives me little tidbits every show. I learned a little bit more about the character, and I'm gonna be honest. So far, it still hasn't changed me because it's just like, bro,
I don't think what I'm gonna say is gonna change y'all. I think it'll give you an understanding.
fair. I do think also the best part of the series is Layla.
See, to me, that's the weakest part.
We need more Layla.
That's the weakest part of the
think
series.
she's.
I love a good female, like a strong female.
I think she's the weakest.
I don't like her
Oh,
character.
I think she the
I-
weakest
I
link.
feel like she.
I think Diz just got a crush.
She should
No,
be like.
I think she's. I really do. I think.
I think when she found out all this shit was going on, she should be like, I'm off, y'all. This is too much. But she should have got the fuck.
But she got a lot of shit with her too, though.
She got a lot of shit going on.
She got a lot of shit with her too.
And
That
I
I'm like,
think-
hey,
Well,
fam.
you need a break. Like, let this
No,
nigga
I feel
handle
like
what
she
he
added
need.
more. I feel like you fucking up with Steven and Mark. Like,
Yeah.
leave Steven and Mark alone.
Mark-
Take your
Mark-
messy ass
me,
on.
y'all.
If you hold your knee,
We
like,
keep going.
That was the last thing I had. I disagree with y'all. I do think we need more Layla. I'd be really upset if this was a one and done series with her. I think we need more of her.
So
She's
oh, you
gonna
mean
be
like
around.
you mean like
I
it's
think
like
so.
I
like
like
her character.
I just don't like her character.
She's
So-
like, you know what? I just to say, because I don't like to what Did just saying. Marvel has this de facto way of writing characters, and they always have a secondary.
Yeah.
Okay?
yeah.
So she's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and they already kind of pointed out in the story. In the sense
Yeah, of
where
course
it's
they
like,
did. What's interesting to me is because Bacardi's
You
take-
like it, right?
I like it, and so
I didn't say I disliked it. Don't.
I need to understand this because you said I don't.
I said I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, I said I do like it, but I think
No, you said you gave me 2 negatives. You said
No, I said I like it.
I disliked it.
I said I like it, but I think
think
it's
that's
the
what it
weakest-
was.
I think
It's-
it's the worst one.
it was-
okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
it's that means I think all of the Marvel shows are good, and
Is that what I feel like he gave me a double negative.
He did, but
He
it
did, right?
It was a dislike though. It's the same thing.
He's like I
he just
dislike.
said he's like it's not that I dislike it.
but I think
I just think it's the worst.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it
what
was.
it was.
That's-
It's a dislike that you didn't like, but it's the same thing.
I don't like it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's the worst.
right,
one.
yeah, no.
Like,
But like I said, I don't know. I like all of the other shows better than this one.
Yeah. And see, that's where I said, like, if I had to put them in order, like I said, my weakest one would be Hawkeye. If I had to put that,
I like
No,
Hawkeye.
I love Hawkeye.
We got. I mean,
love
Hawkeye picked up.
I like
love
Hawkeye the most because
Hawkeye
it
picked up for
introduced
me.
Kingpin and they
Yeah.
opened up the prospects.
Yeah.
to
But
everything else.
But what my original point was, what's interesting about Bacardi's take is me and Bacardi both are coming at it from we don't know nothing about it, right?
Yeah.
And we have both wildly, like, he hates it, and I love it because of that. Because I don't know nothing, and I love the mystery of the show. And so the reason why I disagree with Didge on the last episode, to me, I feel like if it would have ended when he got shot, I would have been like, that's it? The last 10 minutes of it made me go, oh shit, I can't wait for the next episode.
I mean, it made
What
me
did you
happy.
understand from the last 10 minutes, though? What did you understand?
So here's where I'm at. I'm on the side of that this is kind of like a not purgatory. What's the
Limbo.
He's in limbo,
Okay.
and he's gonna have to go through trials. And because, like, you know, I was asking this, I was like, why do you think that they didn't open up the last casket for the third personality?
I think that's the third.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, because
Before
he
you
ain't
get
done. I
to
know
it.
you want to. I know
wanna
kind of
get
where
in.
you want to go into.
You should have went first, nigga.
Yeah, you should.
No, because I wanna
don't
hear y'all-
I don't want to kick off the Moonknight.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But like, so
And Lib loved it, so I wanted him to. Go
and he
last.
loves it too. I love it too. And like I said, I love the series. I love the mystery of the show. I love not knowing
like the
where it's
mystery.
I love not knowing
Is
where
there
it's
some
going.
mystery?
Yeah.
I feel like Indiana Jones.
It don't feel like Indiana Jones.
It
to me.
does feel like Indiana
Jones
Jones.
had mystery.
but that's why I like it.
It was.
Yeah.
I like it
and
because
then
it's
had
different than
archaeology.
Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Like I said,
The horror in it is
and to
great.
Bacardi's point, where he said he wants to know where it fits in the MCU. Right now, I don't even care where it fits in the MCU.
Well, we kind of know.
We know-
anyway.
I know we
we know
do,
where
but
it
I'm
kinda
saying,
starts at.
what I'm saying is,
I
I'm
want to get y'all takes on that where it fits in the MCU.
Yeah,
Because I want to
after
know. Because I
this.
actually want to know
because
about
I'm
the.
gonna tell you where I know. At least I think I know
Well,
where
we'll
it fits.
get
Well,
to
they
there.
showed. They actually said. I think from.
Yeah, they did.
between
They
the first
talked
second
about
episode,
it.
they talk
But like, I enjoy just being introduced to this character, seeing his trials and tribulations. Like I said, I was never on the Stephen Hay train. I was giving him the grace. Like, fam, his whole world, bro.
Yeah,
Up until this point, ancient
reason that
Egypt
nigga's changed his
and
name.
everything like that was just theories to him. Like, oh yeah, this happened, and then all of a sudden,
It wasn't theories. He knew about it. Remember,
well,
he
he
studied.
knew about.
He
He
was.
studied it. But what I'm saying,
He was kind of technically.
yeah. No, what I'm
he
saying.
had
Hold
an
on, hold on,
archaeologist.
hold on.
It
Hold
was
on.
the past. It wasn't
Right.
still
It wasn't
happening.
anything that was prevalent. And then
No, he knew. Yeah, but he knew he had the knowledge.
Can I finish my statement?
Yeah,
though?
you are. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ. So like up until that point where the awakening happened and everything was just in the book stuff that he was studying, and all in one night he learned that there was that this shit is real. He learned that he is an avatar. He learned that there's a fucking force that's trying to kill him. He learned all of this shit in one night.
He didn't have to be goofy though.
What you talking about?
He doesn't have to be a goofy British person.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Because
He
before,
does, but he doesn't
his-
because it's extremely
Stephen
different from
Ca-
the comic books.
Yeah, but
It is,
his
for
Steven
sure.
character, and this is where I'm at with the show and what I realized. So in my head, and until I figure it out, I know the comic books may say something different, but it seems like Mark is actually the real one, and Steven was the personality that he created. And because Mark is the one that knows what's going on, and Steven, he was like, okay, I need to create this personality that has no characteristics
Steven is
traits
like- I feel like
of
Steven is
a
emotional.
hero. And so he makes this extra, like, this person who doesn't know much about stuff, and he creates this person because this is all the stuff that is needed for this type of character. And so because of that, I give Steven his grace. I don't expect Steven to be the hero. I don't expect him to really truly understand and accept it, because right now you got to think, for somebody who lived their life as a regular life, and this is what Steven thinks. I've been a regular person working as this archaeologist, right? I don't condone killing. I'm not trying to be a superhero. I'm not trying to save the world. And so even if somebody is coming after to kill me, my first instinct, I'm not a fighter. I'm going to call the police. So if you telling me that I got to be this killer and I don't agree with killing, no, I don't want you taking over my body and killing people with my hands. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to figure it out myself. That's where that's why I understand that.
After the first, because the first time, I'll give you that. The first time, yes, understandable. The second time was when I was like, fam, we really finna do this again, when
That's
something
what
was
it was a
after
trope.
him.
No,
Like what I.
but see, you missing an extra point, because it wasn't just the killing.
Is it my turn
Not
yet?
yet. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I
never
I
finished
want you
mine.
to
I just
Hold
wanted
on.
that one
You
sentence.
should be long as a bitch, dog.
All right,
I
go,
want you to get
dog.
to your shit
Fucking
before- I
go.
want you to get to your
I'm
shit
done
before-
now.
Before I make a statement.
Really be good.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Like,
I'm
hey,
done.
really mad at me.
you
He
know
gonna
what
send
we-
me a text
what
message
we
after
really
this
need to
today.
do
Be
is
like, you know
we
what,
need to-
bro?
we need to be
I
able
love
to
you.
We need to
but
be able to set this
fuck
shit up
you.
where we can really get all our shit off, and then everybody just kind of hold y'all shit, and then be like, all right,
That's what be the problem.
now
We'll
talk y'all shit. You
Well,
know
we'll
what I'm
let-
saying?
we'll let
So then
Lil
you
go.
can be like, you know what you said, nigga. Hold on, I got something to that too. Like niggas don't want to actually like store the memory. Like you say some shit down, like hold on, let me get my shit off real quick. Like just store it.
I'm being
store it.
patient.
Yeah, store it.
Where
nigga.
you go, dog?
Store it, nigga.
No, finish your.
I
Yeah,
don't want
no.
to finish no more.
No, finish your
Bro,
part.
I don't want to finish no
I
more.
thought you was done.
I
did
thought so
think
too.
you-
That's why I said like I thought you were done.
I'm good.
I mean, we keep.
Oh,
I mean, come back to it. Say your piece. He didn't come back to it. I guarantee you gonna have something to say about you.
I'm good.
Y'all look at it.
Oh, look
We
at
at the
this
80-minute mark. You know what I'm saying?
We
Way past that. I started it late.
Oh, did you?
I like the show a lot.
Okay.
I like the show because it's not the typical Marvel stuff. Y'all know I've been on this Marvel hating spree for the last 2 fucking years. I'm tired of the cookie cutter shit that they give us. I'm tired of them always repeat. If you look at the movies, they're pretty much always, they always have the de facto process of how they happen. A comedic relief, a main character, someone who dies after you're attached. I'm just tired of it. I wanted something new. I wanted something different. I wanted something that would question, that would make me question, like, what does this have to do with the MCU? And I also wanted something that was a little bit more adult and mature, which Moonknight does fall in that kind of adult and mature action kind of based stuff. That's why I liked the Hawkeye shit. You know, I love the Hawkeye shit. All right. Moonknight. Rudy, you're right. Mark is the main body.
I figured that.
He has multiple
You might
persons.
want to leave the room. You said you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no spoilers.
gonna
You don't want to hear no spoilers?
No, not at all. I hate spoilers.
Cover your
You
ears.
hate spoilers?
This isn't even a spoiler. I don't even know what's happening in the show.
I hate spoilers.
But you already know. You
Yeah.
literally.
You about to go into more.
Like,
No,
Didge-
I'm not.
Like, Didge might set you up for some shit that you ain't probably got to do.
Yeah, like, he
He's probably
lit-
just gonna go in the comics.
Actually, I was pretty surprised at what you said because I didn't gather that from it.
He might just go into comics lore.
It's just
It's like-
it, literally.
That's not really spoiled.
Literally.
I don't
Why-
want to know the comic lore of this.
Oh, it is.
How you don't want to?
not knowing shit.
You don't want to know nothing?
I don't want to know nothing.
But I mean, I feel like we've known things. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like
Well,
certain,
it depends on what
there's
you
been
about
certain
to say.
things that we've had.
How do you know what I'm going to say if you don't hear it?
Man, you going to eat?
I'm not. I don't know anything about the show.
You want to
bro.
take this little sample on your plate, fam, if you want it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it. I'm just
wanna
letting
take this
know,
little
I don't
sample.
want to know nothing about the
Dude,
comics.
deuces,
100%.
I don't know anything about the show. I don't know what's
Okay.
going to happen. It's surprising to me that you said something to me that you said something when you were talking that I was like, wow, I can't believe he got this, because even though me watching it, I don't think anybody that I've met or that I've talked to, even when I watch it, has interpreted this way. You said Mark was the main body and that what's his name? Steven was like the secondary.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
I figured that
Mark
too,
is the main body. He's
Yeah.
has multiple personalities. That's what it is.
right. No, so I knew, but
that
I
your
knew that
spoiler?
though.
That's it.
That's not.
Oh.
What I'm saying, but I knew that though.
But
I sent you off.
You definitely sent me
That's what I'm
off.
saying. Like, that's why I'm like, bro, you about to hit it.
But-
Like,
but
you
because-
fighting, you about to fight again.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I think all of us.
Because
I
I-
think
But
all
here's
of
the
us
crazy
are so
thing.
Well, because
a lot
I
of folks
legit don't like
they're
spoilers
not
at
getting
all.
that.
No, I got
They're
that.
not. They're
I
still
got that.
confused.
I thought that was a gift.
That's
And
like-
even
I got-
when I watch the show, I'm watching it, and even though I know I wasn't a Moon Knight fan, I'm not a huge Moon Knight fan, but I know the lore, and I'm watching
I
it.
used to
I'm
play
like,
with his character on Ultimate Alliance.
I'm like, why would I?
Off the look
Yeah,
alone?
yeah. Ultimate, yeah, Alliance.
Off the look
He off the
alone.
look alone.
Because the look badass
The look,
is a bitch.
the look was cold, and I forgot he had some move, and you see the moon. I was
Yeah.
like, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Hey, this
About-
nigga fit this nigga like, oh, this nigga. Like,
Because if you didn't know, you look at it, he cold. You know,
he is cold.
Yeah,
But,
cold
but when
as a
you,
bitch.
but when I look, but when I watch it, I'm watching it, and I'm like, how is anybody gonna gather that this is a multiple personality?
I
Like,
knew.
Even the last
Well, from the-
scene was, to me, I was viewing it from a person that knew nothing. I was
Yeah.
like, this is so
That
confusing.
you wouldn't realize that you like in his head or some shit
I was like,
that.
this is so confusing.
Yeah.
What's happening is that he is, quote, this is my interpretation of it. He's quote unquote in like a purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
definitely like in limbo
he's
or whatever.
talking to himself.
Yeah.
What they haven't done, and I don't know if they're gonna do this in the show. He has 3
Yeah, he has three.
personalities.
Well, that's
That's
the
why I
third
said the
one.
casket.
That's
They
the
did
That
the
was
third
the
casket.
That third
So
one.
my thing is
And
like,
it's clearly
The one that they didn't open, that was the
clearly
one.
they've clearly already said that he's there because
In that scene.
that was three, right?
Episode 3, when he
Where
was like,
he was
when
like,
Mark was
"Why did
like,
you
why'd
kill
you kill him? He was like, I didn't know
no,
that shit.
I thought you did it. So clearly they
That
know
was-
that there's the
yeah.
third
The
something
goat
there.
that showed up, but even
Wait,
when
what?
I watched,
Goat that
wasn't
showed
it? What was
no,
it?
they killed. Remember, it was when.
they kept going back and forth about who killed
Yeah,
everybody.
remember
who
when
killed
after
people.
they killed
Remember
Remember they
everybody on
kept
the
fading,
roof?
like the whole
Was it on
episode 3 was
roof?
them fading in and out, and like
they
niggas
killed-
just be dead. They're like, who did this?
He was
And like,
talking to
I
him in the
do it.
broken
Like,
mirror.
Yeah, and he was like, "Why did you kill him?"
Oh, it was Jake.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So they clearly already know.
But that's the weird thing because
they
typically
that so fast too, dog.
But it's so weird because typically when spoilers for me happen when Hasbro drops their toys. Okay.
Yeah, because they did Thor: Love and Thunder dirty with.
Well,
that.
they do that.
Well, they do that with everything. They did that with. They did that all the time.
Legos and what was the company?
But I feel like Thor: Love and Thunder.
Hasbro is
Legos and Hasbro are notorious for because.
But there was no spoilers in that Hasbro toy.
No, I'm just saying they are notorious. I'm just saying those two companies are notorious.
In Love
for
and
that.
Thunder, hold on. In Love and Thunder, there was no spoilers. I knew
In
that
Lego,
there was
I
going to
think
be that bad
Lego
guy, whatever his name is.
I guess they weren't spoilers. It was just you got the look.
Yeah,
You got the
that
look already,
bad guy is Christian Bale. By the way.
You
No, I know that because
that
the
was
reason
already-
why
And we already knew Valkyrie
the reason
was
why-
like a queen.
Yeah.
Of
the
whatever.
reason why I say like Lego
And we
shit
already
like
could
that.
assume that Thor was a Ravager.
Right.
And we already know that Thor was going to have some sort of.
Right. But the reason why I threw in Lego is because I remember when Endgame came out, Lego had the Tony Stark Infinity Gauntlet, and we didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lego.
Like no one even knew that was going
Yeah,
to
yeah. Lego and Hasbro are notorious.
So that's
for
typically
spoilers.
how I get my spoilers.
But
because
Moonknight toys don't come out till next year.
But Hasbro released
Oh, they did
their
release-
images.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So they
that's
did
what they
they
do. They'll
did Mark
release those
Spector,
images.
which is the traditional
Right.
Moonlight, excuse me, and then they did Steve, which this is a whole new suit that's never been seen. That's not.
Well, I thought that was the same Mr. Knight's Mr.
It
Knight
was.
suit.
It was similar to that.
Mr. Knight is.
That suit is canon, bro.
It's canon. It's
It's canon,
They
but
got a
it's
whole
not
comic
because in the comic book, Steve is a fucking billionaire. He's the one that.
But
So
that's
like,
Isn't that the
so
suit
that's
that he
what threw
wears?
me off of too because it's like
But
so,
in the show, Steve isn't.
No, yeah, but it's
No,
still,
no.
I think it's
But
still
the
the
Mr.
same
Knight suit is the same.
But the Mr. Knight suit, yeah.
I
But
get what- I get
that's
what
new.
you're
That's
saying.
2000. I didn't consider that because Moon Knight has always been Moon Knight. It's the Moon Knight that we know when he's marked.
Yeah.
That Mr. Knight shit, I didn't consider it because it was like a one-off. It was like just some fucking random one-off kind of thing.
So Moon
it wasn't
Knight always
something.
had multiple personalities, but he was always only marked as Moon Knight.
No.
Now that I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. the question
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Like Mark only
Yes,
been Moon Knight
because Mark-
so
Mark-
Disney has stretched it out.
Mark was
to
the
make-
assassin. Mark was the assassin. He was always Moon Knight. He was always one that went on the missions. Steve was the billionaire that funded everything that Moon Knight did
the
to
other
get
one was
him
a
to the
cab driver.
places. And Jake, which
That's
is the
right.
third
Cab
dude,
That's the cab driver,
was
right?
the pretty much the low key guy that you would see out in the
in the
street,
slums,
and you wouldn't know.
So they had it was a full. If you
So
think about it,
Jake
it's a
wouldn't
full-
just be Moon Knight.
You can think
It
about
would be Mark. He
Yeah.
would turn into Mark. Mark would be like, all right, I'm about to
Yeah, it's
handle
a
this
full
shit.
infantry unit though. You got a scout, the cab
Yeah.
driver.
Yep.
Jake has a scout, the nigga that's gonna fund the hit,
Yup.
and then the nigga who do the hit.
And then you
And then you got
you-
them.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it makes sense. So that's why I was like
Hey,
that's
shout
why
out to Oscar Isaac.
those were the things that to me though is because like I didn't know about Moon Knight, but we've talked about it before the show came out enough that you've told me he's a billionaire. Or even hearing about it because people have compared him to Batman and shit like that. So I knew the nigga's supposed to have money.
I think
But
that's
he
why-
didn't,
know-
right?
I think that's why they did
You
it.
don't
I already
show.
knew.
But he does.
I think
I think that's why they changed it too, to not give him the comparison.
I already knew he already had multiple personalities. Like I heard that already. You know what I'm saying? So like watching the show, that's one of the reasons. So the reason that I don't like the show because I've watched all these. I'm like, bro, y'all just kind of overfeeding this already. Like,
But bro,
we
the thing
know.
that confuses
But I
me.
also understand like if I'm not
It's an
somebody who
origin
knows
story,
this.
yeah.
But the
then
thing
it's
that
like-
confuses me, I know you keep calling it an origin story, and I guess for the viewer it might be, but when I view it, I don't think it's an origin story.
I think it is.
Because I'm wondering, I'm
I feel like
thinking
it's an origin story for Steve.
Here's
Steve
the
never
thing.
was the nigga that be a
that's right because
Yeah.
now because
It's
when
weird.
when
it's
I'm
a weird
seeing
origin
it,
story.
Yeah.
If you
So,
think about it.
Mark
Because Moon Knight
Spencer-
really having a moment like
Because
I've been doing
Mark
this all my
already-
life, and it's like
yeah,
all of a sudden
because Mark already been.
So
Bro,
that's why I said,
that's what I'm saying.
So all right, so real quick,
it's
what
an
I've been
origin
saying
story
now-
for Steve.
Yeah,
What I've been
and that's
saying
weird.
now, though,
That's
but
is
we're
like-
we're
to give an origin
essentially
story to
we're essentially
a person, a second
A third-
personality.
So what
That's
I've been
weird.
throwing up. So what I've been saying now is I feel like because remember Mark said he don't even know. He always had a control of this. He don't know why this happened. I feel like the snap caused this
Oh.
a
I do
release.
too.
That is
A
a good
release
idea.
of him of like another version of him.
Because
that
even
kinda
what's
like-
like,
no, maybe
You
not
know what?
the
I didn't
snap.
think
Maybe
about that,
Contra-
and that
I
actually.
think
Oh.
maybe it wasn't the snap.
could've
maybe
been-
it
it
was
could be the,
maybe it was when He Who Remains got killed.
yeah, when he got remains, got
When he
who
got-
was
No,
it?
because like,
Who is he who remains?
That's the Kane
Loki show. The Kane.
Loki. Because remember
when he
that,
got
because remember
that's
that
when they-
code.
Okay.
That's when they created another
So
split.
all right.
Because
I
this
don't.
actually is
I'm
going
gonna
on
go
during
with
Hawkeye
I'm gonna
time.
go with the snap theory only because the He Who Remains sting. I think that is a timeline jump. I think this stuff is happening either during.
Not.
You can't say that because there's
There's
no correlation.
They explained
Yeah,
it.
they
already explained it.
there's hints in there because we know it's after Falcon and Winter Soldier started at least.
How? Because I missed it. I need the explanation.
There are if you look at like different advertising that just like in buses and like
you got
and
pictures of the scenes.
like there's different Easter eggs in there that show like I can't remember, it's not the flag, what's the government agency, the whatever
AIM?
the relocation council, whatever the fucking call.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know.
You see
one that Birdman and them was working on, like not Birdman.
the one that
on Spider-Man. You know, like
Spider-Man that was whatever there was.
What's the name of the cleaning
Spider-Man
crew? What's the name of the cleaning crew? The Marvel cleaning crew.
Okay, so I had to look it up. They're saying that this is taking place during.
You're looking at Moonknight, right? When it's taking place.
Yeah, they're saying this is taking place during Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's
right.
They're Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, because
Winter Soldier started
Falcon
everything.
and Winter Soldier.
Because remember, Winter Soldier's right after, like Captain America. Like I'm done with all this shit.
But is it after Loki?
Loki is happening outside of time, so Loki is technically happening right after Endgame, right after Infinity War.
But we don't know because they've never. There's nothing in Loki at all so far that has Loki like that has shown. There's nothing in Loki in the whole season of Loki yet to show, even at the end of the season, where the movie is.
Well, hold on.
Where the story
the
is.
one thing that we do know, because didn't He Who Remains, that moment we goes, wasn't that
So,
coincided
time
with
out.
the Doctor Strange thing?
We don't know. No, we know.
I thought it was. I thought that moment where he says, "Oh, that's interesting." I thought that was.
They think it's tied to WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
When
But you gotta
when
remember,
she
he knows
became the
everything, so if
Nexus-
he probably sees.
No. I'm just talking about that one moment though, because that will let us know where we're at.
When he said, I don't know time, and when he said, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Remember,
next anymore.
when he was
But
explaining to him.
I think that's what I think. If anything, he caught on to WandaVision because remember he knows everything. So if something new happened, then he probably saw the path of that. Like, oh, y'all finna go into some games.
No, but he said he don't know.
He don't know because remember that was
that's why I thought it was the Doctor Strange thing.
When she became essentially the Nexus being.
Yeah.
That's the
so
theory
you think
is,
so? The theory is that moment.
That's when that happened, which would place it.
Well, because WandaVision happened right after Endgame too.
Right.
But the difference is because, like what Ditch said, Loki is happening out of time. So all that episode, we don't know how much time actually happened.
Yeah.
We don't know if that happened one day.
All right,
or if that
I'm reading
Hold
something.
on. Let me finish my statement, dog.
Okay.
We don't know if that happened throughout a whole week or one day. But then with WandaVision, we know that was at least a week.
It was
or
a
2
month.
weeks.
It was
I
like a
need
month
y'all to
time.
help me with this that I'm reading
Okay.
because I don't know if I understand it. All right, this is an article that I found, and it's talking about Winter Soldier, Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start it right here. And they're talking about a billboard. They said this billboard could be old or out of date. However, its slogan, reuniting with your better half, suggests that it's new. Talking about Winter Soldier show. The original GRC slogan introduced on the Falcon and Winter Soldier read, "Reset, restore, rebuild. Regardless, its presence here means the earliest Moonknight can take place is MCU 2023. What's the latest, though? Spider-Man No Way Home ends in December of 2024. So Moonknight happened before Hawkeye. So when does Loki stand?
Loki.
Well, that's what we're saying. We don't know because
Loki's out of time.
He's out of time.
Technically, so if you would think so, what they have it is
The only thing we know is that happened right after he grabbed the Tesseract.
So
we just don't know how long.
But we do know he saw himself die, so we know it's after that.
So that would have been 2019 MCU.
Wait, quick question before you, I want to be. Do we know that was him
So it
watching?
says that it started.
We
It
didn't see all
started
of it.
after Hawkeye.
We didn't see it like.
You got to stop interrupting people when they talking, bro.
You be just
You
jumping.
actually-
just be
you zone
jumping
out
in.
like you
Because
actually
I got a legit question. That moment that Loki watches is that him seeing what's going to happen, or was that him seeing
No,
what
I
happened?
remember it was a
or was that a
video.
replay?
I was gonna.
That's my question.
That's what I
Was that a
gonna say.
replay?
No. Matter of fact, it has to be because
It was a replay.
It says Loki is dropped. Well, let me.
It was a
see.
replay because Fam showed it to him.
No, I know that, but
he was a
in
variant.
that realm, do they have the capabilities of showing like the future or what happened in that time? Like, was that an actual replay, or was that saying like this is what actually is going to happen?
What was the
in that
replay?
time?
I'm sorry.
That
When
moment where
Loki
Loki
died.
see himself die. Like, do we know
in Loki?
Do we know if that was a replay, or do we know if that was them showing him his eventual like end?
I don't know.
I
don't
think,
know if we can consider anything that happened in Loki actual time because there is no time.
Outside of time.
It's outside of time.
That's what I'm trying to
so
figure out.
So wherever it's happening and however it's happening, what do we know as far as when did Hawkeye and Captain America and Winter Soldier take place? Do we know for sure that took place after Loki?
Well, that I don't know.
Or did it happen before?
So you know
that's the question.
So what's cool about Loki though, I feel like because we already know that Loki's going to come back as a good guy.
I feel like Loki started.
So Loki really is sitting in a limbo now.
I feel that
he's gonna. I feel like we can't even use Loki.
See,
as nothing because he's really
Loki
sitting on the sidelines.
You want to know what's funny? There's one.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah,
I don't think we can use. I don't think
we
we can
can-
use Loki
so
in
we-
any of that.
Any of that because we think he's gonna come in Kang because he's
he's
aware of Kang, but we don't know where he would drop in to fight or like to tell people about Kang. Like he had to drop in a certain time to be like.
But
Kang
we
is
know
coming.
that he started right. We know that his timeline started at the first Avengers movie.
Yes, it did.
Because that's where he was taken by the time crew.
Remember, he was arrested
And
right
then the
after
time
the
crew
end,
took
right
him.
after
we
the
don't.
end of
Let us say, but we don't know in the story when he actually like killed. Like from his Loki show, we don't know when he actually killed Kang.
That's true. That's true.
Time doesn't
So
exist.
I do have a question.
And I don't think we can use
And an
Loki as the
observation.
ruler to measure this.
We can't. We cannot. I agree with that.
The only
Like,
official thing that we can say for Loki is that we know it's after Avengers 1.
And,
Yep.
and that he brings the
Literally.
next villain.
And so here's the one piece, and I guess
Wait, can we? Because when he was looking at the
'cause that's
stuff,
when-
was
that
it
when he
all
got arrested.
flashbacks?
That's when he got arrested.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're
I
right.
think, and because it exists after time, he can see
He
stuff.
can't
Remember-
be used as a ruler.
Yeah,
he's
'cause
in a
remember,
state.
he was
he's not a ruler.
2043 in
You
one
got to
of the,
take him out. You got to take him out.
Yeah, you got
That's
to.
it. And if they already thinking about bringing him back in as a hero, he's always like we said. We already said it from the show. He's just gonna come back to warn about what's finna come from Kang. So we actually don't know when Kang dropping because Kang is a part of Loki's story. So when he did all this shit to kick Kang off, we don't know where in the Marvel universe Kang actually got the
And
notes to come
technically,
in.
he can come in
At
anywhere
any
he wants.
time because Loki
Well, they had a
sits
reference
out-
to Kang. They had a reference to Ramatut
Who did?
in Moonknight.
And Moon. Well, because he's technically, you know. Remember, Kang isn't one individual sole person. He is a human.
But I'm
he
saying
is
they
Reed
confirmed-
Richards'
Yeah, they did.
future.
Yeah, you said
They
he
confirmed.
is.
They confirmed that was because I don't know.
That-
I don't know if it said it by name. It just felt like a pharaoh. But I think it was either the director or somebody with Marvel. They said, "No, yeah, that's the Kang variant."
Yeah, because it does go back to that each. And as a matter of fact, that's how Moon Knight gets wrapped into all of this.
Go
Because
ahead, Deuces. I'm tired of you holding your hand up.
I just gotta add to this. I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kang's,
if he's giving me the tie-in, I want to hear it
Kang's
now.
origin, one of Kang's origin does date back all the way to Egyptian times. So that's how Moon Knight ties into the rest of the Marvel
You
universe.
said Spider-Man was 2024.
That's what the article said.
So they're saying Moon Knight probably was 2025. So
Yep.
they're saying after everything.
They're saying it came out after that. Yep.
All right.
So that would also make him just only relatable to Loki's story.
Loki. Well, yeah.
No,
well,
that means everything else that's happened.
Kang's story, because this could potentially introduce the original Kang. This could.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though.
Right.
But because
But
we
there is
only
no
know of
original Kang. I
from
say
Loki,
that loosely.
But I'm saying because we only know of Kang from Loki.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like we only learned of Kang from Loki. This is another loose story to kind of connect to Loki. It ain't really still connected
We
to the
gonna get
universe
to you,
yet.
bro. We gonna get to you,
Because
bro.
Loki,
I'm sorry.
Kang ain't
I'm
came into
good.
the
I'm
universe.
good. I'm chilling.
Like Kang ain't entered the universe yet, so we this only is more of a two-part connection. Like
Kang, like how I explained in Loki, Kang is multiple entities. Now, when Kang,
what they already explained. That. Loki,
one of them is the future Reed Richards.
Yeah.
You know, one of them is
I thought it was his grandson or something.
yeah. Well, his I think they use the
Like,
same
this
name.
nigga's
Oh
like-
yes, yes.
This nigga's really like
the
D,
same.
like Kang is really Dio from like fucking
Kang is
what's
everything.
it- JoJo. Oh, like he fucking Dio.
No, you're not
Kang
wrong.
is Dio as a bitch,
Right.
bro.
Kang is going back in time, meeting up with his other Kangs, and be like, "Hey, bro, what's good? Like,
Yeah.
let's do
Which
this."
is Dio energy, nigga. Dio,
So-
heavy Dio
Big Dio
energy.
So,
like,
so the Egyptian shit, and it's funny now because I didn't even think it. Now it clicked. This will connect with the story of Kang. I thought this was going to lead into the story of Apocalypse because Apocalypse origin is an Egyptian god.
But they fucked that up with the X-Men, so they probably don't want to touch that right now.
But it could have brought X-Men back in.
Because because they're gonna do it.
We already know they're bringing it back in.
They're gonna, They're gonna do it with the multiverse, with Doctor Strange.
So could they? They're
gonna bring in Professor X. So if you get Professor X, regardless of which incantation it is, you got X-Men.
But that doesn't mean we're gonna get
Apocalypse. Has Apocalypse ever worked?
Whoa!
Has Apocalypse ever worked for Kang?
But because Moonknight is in the realm of Egyptian gods, my assumption was, hey, they might go with Apocalypse.
Has Apocalypse ever worked?
I forgot
has he ever
because
worked for Kang,
Apocalypse and Kang got beef.
That's what I'm saying. Has Apocalypse ever worked for Kang? That's what I was going to ask. That
they got beef.
So the resurrection of
if
they were to bring back because this whole Moon Knight now is about resurrecting somebody.
Whole big part.
Hold on, he said we missed a part, so now I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Really?
He said we missed a part of Loki.
So we've been on here saying 100% that Loki happened right after Infinity War.
No, we said after.
We did not.
We said for sure that it happened after
Avengers 1.
Yeah, because that's who they fought.
That's
in
when we know,
but it's not.
Back.
It is.
Hold on, because is that timeline the main timeline? Because remember, in Endgame they went back, and that's when Loki grabbed it.
It doesn't matter though.
But it does. If Endgame, if everything we've been seeing, Endgame and everything is the sacred timeline, and if Loki goes back and at that moment. He didn't do what we saw in the original Avengers 1, and he grabbed the Tesseract, because this is what these articles are saying. There's like, you can't say it's immediately after the first Avenger, because technically the people that was involved in that when Loki grabbed it.
I'm going to give you an argument. There is no main timeline.
That's not what Marvel said, but that's not what Marvel said.
No, that's
Marvel
right.
calls it the sacred timeline. That's
what it's really like an Avengers 2.0, like the first Avengers 2.0 timeline.
So what they're saying, what the article.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying.
You gotta let me finish.
I am.
I am. Because I don't want them cussing no more. Let them get it off.
I didn't cuss. I was just going.
And I'm gonna give you my counter argument, and I think it's gonna make sense.
But what they're saying is because the main people that was involved in that moment, people. So if you look at the timeline, so this is when Avengers 1 happened. But the people that went back, they're here. So when they went back,
the Jameson?
I don't know. So when they went back and Loki, instead of going this way, he at that point he changed it and did it. They're saying that because in that moment he grabbed the Tesseract and jumped into a new world. He essentially established himself in that main timeline at that point, and because now everything that happened in Loki actually happened after Endgame and not after Avenger 1.
It would have happened after Infinity War.
That was Endgame when they went back. Remember, it was the time heist.
Can I give you my counter argument?
I can't say after, I guess.
It was after the snap.
I got to give you my. It was. I got to give you my counter argument on this, and this is where the article.
I should agree with you.
Yeah.
That was what I was saying originally.
Listen to this though. This is where the article right now is putting it into perspective of this is how it happened. Everything that we've seen has been a main timeline up until Endgame. All right, and I'm going based off of the Loki show. Everything up until Endgame has been a main timeline. That's everything that we've known, right, guys? We can agree to that, right?
No, I disagree because that's
no. Everything we've seen, because you have to understand. Everything up until Endgame, everything up until Endgame has been a main cohesive timeline. There has never been never been an obstruction.
After Endgame is when we started going backwards.
Hold on.
I got to disagree for that.
There's never been an obstruction. Nothing. All we know. All we know. All we know. That's the main timeline. Now, what created the rift? Because we got to go back to when we were watching Loki, and they kind of explained this. What created the rift in that timeline was when Captain America and them went back into time.
I heard that.
And Loki grabbed that Tesseract.
My debate to that is that the sacred timeline, as Marvel calls it, it didn't end on Endgame, because right now we're still actively in it. Everything that happened in Falcon and the Winter Soldier is part of the sacred timeline.
We're not in it though.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying-
they. That's what
Marvel is telling us. MCU.
Who
them.
wrote this article?
No, they're right. But I'm saying, if you go to Disney Plus right now and you watch that chronological order and they talk about the sacred,
Chronological order doesn't necessarily mean that.
No, like Disney
is-
Plus actually has a
It
this is
tells
how
you
you should
timeline.
watch.
Yeah, for the
this is how you
timeline.
should watch.
It's a
the show.
chronological order, but tell me, how does this make sense? If
I'm just telling you what
if
they said.
in Endgame the timeline was broken because Loki did something that he has never done before, which was break free and grab a Tesseract.
That didn't break the timeline because
that just created a second one.
because
That's what I'm saying. That's
But-
what I'm saying.
Right, but what
I'm
saying is
using
it
the
didn't
word
end-
break.
But what I'm saying is it didn't end on
didn't-
Endgame.
it didn't,
We are still in the sacred timeline right now.
What I'm saying,
Like Loki's the one out. Loki's
you-
still in the goddamn break.
Boom.
Fam,
Everything
Loki's still
else
in the
is
break.
bro,
in Maine.
y'all gotta hear me out on this.
Okay.
What I'm saying by break is because in the Loki show, the time people keep everything in a cohesive timeline, right?
They were trying to.
No, they always have.
they
Right.
did up until then.
Up
I guess.
until that one moment. That one moment created a breach in the timeline.
You talking when they killed?
No, when Loki
When Loki
Up
took
here.
the Tesseract.
when Loki took the Tesseract.
That wasn't
No.
There were breaches. All,
Yeah, they
remember,
no.
Sylvie-
Yeah.
Sylvie was
Now
creating-
you're wrong. Yeah,
because
now
Sylvie
you're
was
wrong.
creating
Because
breaches,
Silky
and
actually
she-
is
Hold
the
on,
breach.
No, I know that.
y'all
I'm saying what he
jumping,
was
y'all
saying.
jumping ahead of me. Y'all jumping ahead of me. Y'all jumping ahead of me. Sylvie was created for the show. All right, she happened for the show. They needed an antagonist to explain all of this.
But if you're saying
She was the one that was doing it.
she was doing it
Everybody,
first.
But hold
they
on,
were
hold on.
all.
I want him to say because I
Fam,
actually got
bro,
something in him.
every time Sylvie went and did something, the time people went back and refixed it.
Yeah. Like,
So it doesn't matter what she
let me-
did.
It
didn't matter.
Liv doesn't say it. What I want to say.
If she-
just let him get it off.
She
'Cause
went
I'ma finish
to
it.
all of those different timelines, and every time she fucked something up, the time people were right there and they fix it like
Right.
nothing ever
They were-
happened.
yeah, they were.
It
They were.
mended it right back.
They were.
All right.
They
the
were.
only exception is that Loki was never fixed. Loki was taken out of his original timeline.
Yep.
He's never been put back.
Right.
He can't be.
So technically, at that moment, he can be
He
because
can,
they
he can.
reset it. At that moment, they technically created two timelines. If we look at it,
Well,
now what we watch is the main timeline that we know.
So unless you say it, I do have a rebuttal to that.
I have a rebuttal. I mean, he didn't say what I thought it was.
Maybe I haven't got there.
My thing was the actual even I feel like even if we were gonna
I
follow
hate time things. By
I
the
feel like
way.
even if we're gonna follow how we're saying, Loki getting captured, if we're gonna still follow the sacred timeline, was part of it. What they didn't expect was Loki and what's the name coming together.
Loki getting captured was not a part of it, because if it was a part of it, Avengers 2 wouldn't have happened.
Wait, a part of wait.
A part of the
part of the actual sacred timeline.
It wasn't, because
had
Avengers
to
2
be.
wouldn't have happened. Avengers 2 wouldn't have
No,
happened.
Wait. You talking about captured by the TVA or captured by
The
Shield?
TVA.
By TVA.
Dude,
Like
Ron,
I'm saying by TV. I'm saying by TVA. I'm
saying by
saying
TV.
Ron,
I'm talking
it
about
wouldn't
Shield.
have happened.
I agree with Lib on this
because
TVA
Avengers
was not-
2
that
wouldn't
was
have
not
happened,
planned.
and he wouldn't have been in Infinity War.
But my thing is
That thing never
So even,
happened.
but my thing is like I get that created something else when but what like even the spread in this whole like Sylvie always was the one really fucking with the timeline.
They pruned that timeline. That's what I wanted.
So-
that's what I wanted to bring up.
So like they recruited when like
Loki got taken.
they could have just got
Pruned.
rid of Loki. And Fam was like,
fun.
you know what? We should
timeline
use
that
Fam
he
to
didn't
get
get
the
taken, that he
actual
got away?
who we chasing
eventually
to
pruned
stop
that
the
timeline.
They sure did.
to stop all
Wait,
these
wait.
breaches. Which,
Hold on, say that again,
No,
Ditch.
Like,
I
I'm saying,
want
like-
Bacardi to finish.
Like I was saying, like when Loki came in, the switch up was on Wilson saying like we should keep him instead of actually like fucking killing him, pruning him, and use him to get this one who been actually fucking up the timeline. And when he got to that Loki, he realized like I'm actually gonna keep you instead of pruning you because
But before you
they
answer-
expected this
before you
Loki
say-
to
I
always
want
be
you
the
to hear
Loki
what
that
Diz
would
gotta
wipe
say.
out. Like you the superior Loki. You gonna meet this
I
Loki
might
like,
forget. I
and
might
he
forget.
met Sylvie Loki and was like.
I want to
No,
hear what
we
this
good.
say.
Like,
but the only
But he changed. That's to me when I feel like the change with like really shit starting to happen because even when they saw Fam at the end, he like he really didn't expect like both like okay Like y'all, really are the niggas that's really like changing shit.
Yeah.
Like y'all the ones are doing this. Like I am.
He was shocked as shit.
Yeah, like I am.
My only rebuttal to that is that these time people could technically do that and put Loki right back to where he started and reset.
So this
everything.
goes right into what it is.
So, first off, they pruned that timeline. Yes, Loki got away, but that timeline got erased.
Did they show it?
Yes. They showed it in the first. They showed it in. That might have been second episode.
Yeah.
One of those 2 episodes.
Yeah, one or two.
When they took him to the TVA, that's when they erased that timeline.
They set that thing on
That's what they do.
That little
But
thing.
keep in mind that timeline was only created because Loki did something that didn't happen in the original timeline.
Oh, that's true. But what
Dick's
point is
so a variant Loki could still exist in the main timeline.
But they showed
they
him
took
that.
a variant
Well, they didn't show him
But
in
they
the
said
main
no,
timeline.
because they showed him he
But
died.
that's
They
my
like your
point.
original.
That's why
Their,
I'm
So
saying-
he's
your
so they just
original
made a
self
copy.
dies
No,
in the
And that's why I
timeline.
said I don't think he can come back.
So they
to my
used
point
the
of
variant
why
to
Loki-
get another
Two
variant.
people talking at once.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying that's to my point of why you can't say that Loki broke it, because if you're gonna use that saying that situation, Sylvie would have broke it long before.
Well, here's the thing. Don't and I have to apologize. Don't take that verbatim.
Yeah.
That he broke it all. I'm saying that because in that moment he did break the events of what
He
happened.
definitely
I don't think.
And they came and
But
then
it
they
doesn't
took
count
him
no
out,
I'm
and then
gonna
they
say-
canceled it
But
because
that's what I'm saying.
it
I
never
don't think
it
that-
wasn't
But
supposed to happen.
But that's what I'm saying. My thing is like what we're looking at.
So
is
if
the
they
fact
canceled that timeline, that means that Loki that took that Tesseract didn't take it. He still got arrested. He still exists.
But
No.
I'm saying that's why I don't think that matters to
Yeah,
the
it
sacred
doesn't matter.
timeline, because, and again,
To
it
the
goes back
sacred-
to my original point of that we can't use Loki because it exists outside of time. Because
I agree with you on that.
But also
Because the time people can do whatever the fuck they want.
But I also agree with
Unless
like,
they
what-
Kang
what y'all-
apparently
what y'all not
can do
understanding-
whatever.
Like what y'all not understanding though is like the time people worked for Kang.
No, they did not.
We're not.
At
We're
the
not.
time
We're
they
not.
did.
We're,
At
I
the
mean,
time
yeah.
they did.
Remember,
They
they were
worked
like
for
they
He
were
Who
following
Remains.
the names, but
They were
we all
We
knew.
don't know who was
You're right.
controlling those robots.
We still don't know that yet.
You're
We
right.
still
No,
don't
no,
actually-
no. You know what?
Yeah, we
As a
do.
matter of fact,
We do know
it
that.
was
He Who
the
Remains.
good Kang.
Yeah, He Who
Right.
Remains.
It was the
So
good
like I
Kang.
said, so my thing is like what we're trying to look at as like, you know, Loki getting the Tesseract, become a variant, whatever. Like we don't understand because we're seeing this all happen. That could be still part of the sacred time. Like in the sacred timeline, Loki will jump into our TVA and do this shit and whatever.
He's
We
not
got to
part
get
of the
him back.
sacred- The Loki that we have now
he's not a
is
part of the
not
sacred
part
timeline.
of
Yeah,
the
he's
sacred
not.
timeline because when they
No,
took
yeah,
him
the Loki-
out,
yeah, the Loki
when
we
they
have
took
now,
him out
because-
and they destroyed his branch that happened. Remember, they have a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
to destroy it. That means that Loki didn't grab that. That Loki continued, and that was the Loki that we
Right.
saw on TV.
So that's what I'm
now
saying,
the
like-
Loki with the TVA is a
So that's
secondary
what I'm saying.
copy.
So that's what
is
I'm
a
saying,
whole
like,
separate.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when we think about the stretch and the stretch of like how far Marvel's going with really like kind of like blowing shit out of proportion. Like you are taking Loki from because we had to realize that we're not looking at
I
Loki.
never said what I originally
Like
said.
Loki is variant
Oh,
Loki.
I thought it was the TVA.
Yeah, I thought Loki is very like the Loki we have now is variant Loki because Loki
Oh, yeah.
has died.
we
Like they
already
showed
knew
him
that,
that.
yeah.
Like we saw it in the show. That, like bro, your show the original Loki was dead. We killed that timeline because your variant ass brought your ass here.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's what I'm saying. Like because he was a variant Loki and they were like immediately prune him. Fan was like, no, let's use him to get the one that's been fucking with us for the longest.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the real change, and even the fact that they even got to like you know what I'm saying. To
But the
Kang
timeline
was because he was not supposed to do that. He
The
was supposed to
time people
actually
that doesn't
kill
affect the
girl
main.
Loki.
That doesn't affect the main timeline. That does not affect the main timeline.
Yeah,
But no, but I'm saying like because we got to that point, like what I'm saying, like even like I'm saying like I think we were talking. I don't know how we got there, but I think we were talking about like where
We're trying to
really
make
kinda
sense
start.
of where
Yeah,
Moon
where
Knight
Moon
lands.
Knight-
We're trying to make it. We're
But
trying to make
here's
it
where
sense like
do affect the main timeline.
we're trying to make it sense like where the
I got
timeline really was
I got
affected
a couple
at.
of
I
points.
need a
Like
oh,
like
God
like
I
damn
got a
it.
couple of points.
Like as far as like where the timeline was really affected, I'm saying like I think we got to Loki because we were trying to figure out where Loki was at, but
No,
I
we were
feel
trying
like,
to figure out where Moon
Moon Knight.
yeah, with
Moon
Moon
Knight
Knight,
was at.
yeah. So I was like, because
And how he fit in the
even in the
MCU.
Moon Knight scene when Khonshu like and you, I'm gonna let you go, but like Khonshu turned the time back. I don't understand that because I feel like that had to affect some, like I know it was like it didn't make sense to me like was this a personal him and Moon Knight while I'm turning time, but yet everybody in the world could see him moving the world. So it's like, bro, did you change anything?
Well,
I
going
don't
back
think
100 fucking years,
Well, that's
damn
the
near.
thing.
Like,
so I don't. And somebody brought it up to me when I was doing a different review. Is that I don't know if that happened across the world. We saw other people see it, but they were all in Egypt.
I think it happened across the world. I do, but I don't think it has.
Wild if it could only affect Egypt.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When the powers work,
I don't
like
think.
you saying, when you don't know the boxing, motherfucker, it's like, bro, what is this nigga doing?
I think I don't think Khonshu turned back time.
I still got points.
I don't think Khonshu turned back
sure.
time. He didn't. He turned back the constellation of what the time was.
That's what I took it as.
He turned back the image of what we see.
Constellations.
He did not turn back time. He didn't. Now, he explained it as turning back time because that's the way that we would understand that. We need to see it. But he only turned back what was visually being seen at that moment.
Right.
If he would have turned back time,
I feel like she would have been saying like
you would have seen aging. You would have seen changing.
So that's what was throwing me off. Because I'm like, bro, what
didn't.
the fuck did he really do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was just like
what he did. Did it affect? I know it got him in prison. Like I know it got him in prison, but like, did it affect anything else?
See, I don't understand. The way I took it as is like the constellations and their positioning affect specifically what he was trying to do.
But here's the thing.
So that's why he didn't turn back time. He was just messing with the constellations so that way they align specifically on a way.
If we want to be theoretic about it, he really turned Earth around because he didn't turn the sky around.
Right.
That's the thing. He didn't turn
I didn't
time
even think about it that way.
around. I mean, remember, we're the ones that circulate around it.
I didn't even think about
Stars
it that way.
and constellations are stationary.
But
so, because that's how we would see. I mean, when we see
stars,
when we see clouds, when we see clouds move,
he was tendering the constellation.
Bro, when we see clouds move, we think the clouds are moving, but it's not. It's the Earth moving.
Yeah, I mean,
but anywho, I don't. He didn't turn back time. He didn't. He didn't do that. He turned back an image of what it was at that moment, and this is something that I mean I can't explain it.
I think that's true.
He just turned back that moment for you to be able to see at that moment, because after that was done, it didn't stay the same.
No, I don't. But clouds move, dog.
Clouds don't move. We move.
No, the clouds actually move.
We circulate around.
No, clouds are.
The clouds.
Oh yeah, okay.
You're the sun.
You talking about the sun? Clouds move, dog. Clouds are not in space.
Clouds are in our atmosphere.
Clouds are in our atmosphere.
Yeah, clouds move, dog.
So when we turn, clouds don't stay stationary with us.
I mean, that's true too, but clouds also move.
Yeah. That's why weather.
Yeah.
Like weather pushes, like wind and all that pushes clouds around.
Yeah, clouds move, dog.
Like a plane can go through clouds.
I didn't even catch that.
I'm thinking. You know
like
what?
Now y'all done brought me in.
Hold on, yo.
I was like, wait a minute.
You know what? And I'm really sitting here to argue, but
the clouds ain't moving.
That took me away. I was like,
I do think clouds move.
The clouds ain't moving.
I was looking down.
We don't get no overcast. Like, we don't get no like niggas like.
I was like,
hey, there's different layers to this Earth shit.
Like nigga like, oh shit, the clouds over the sun, like nigga, that's forever.
Hey, no, you know what? I don't think motherfuckers think we stupid.
These niggas is
Matter of fact, these motherfuckers we just enlightened a lot of people. Because you're right.
I looked at Ditch. I'm like, hey man, I don't think that's real.
No.
I wasn't even paying attention.
The stars and the galaxy don't move. The sun doesn't move.
Yeah.
The clouds are within our atmosphere.
What's worse, I was literally listening. I'm taking what you're saying, but it was so surface level. Like,
bro, I believed it. I believed it so much. I was ready to argue. Like, no.
Everybody kept going.
No.
I was like, nobody said nothing. I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
Clouds move. No, you're right. Clouds move on their own. The Earth does move, but it doesn't mean that it moves in the direction that the cloud moves.
Yes.
Clouds move because our atmosphere.
Yeah.
The galaxy, the stars, the sun, the moon, the planets, anything outside of our atmosphere doesn't move. Mm-hmm. So when we see the North Star, when we see the sun set, when we see the sun rise in the east and set in the west, that's not because the sun went east, it came from the east and moved to the west. It's because the Earth moved around. Yeah. So when Khonshu was
astronomy hour with Liz.
Yeah. So when Khonshu was moving things,
I still got points, by the way.
He wasn't moving time.
You saying he was just moving?
But technically,
that makes way more sense.
But what's funny though?
He was even moving the Earth. I ain't gonna lie.
I agree with Liv.
But what's crazy is though, in order to get to that point, you kind of gotta move time. But I just have to say, like, that's just one of them loopholes that Marvel does that they're not gonna give us an explanation
I
for.
just said it's magic. Like,
It's magic.
It's just magic.
It's God magic.
It's definitely magic.
Gods do whatever the fuck
now,
they want.
Based off of Liv's theory, I don't think moving the earth moves time. I feel like if we right here and a nigga move the earth, it's literally just like, oh shit, nigga, the earth moved it. And that doesn't change time.
Y'all don't want me to get into my theory. Time for me isn't real. Time is not. Time is a measurement
we don't need
that
to
was
get to
made
that.
by man.
I got 2 points.
It is a measurement made by man.
I got
it
2
doesn't
points.
exist.
The only
But that's not here or there.
The one consistent thing since we've been getting these shows that really help us out with time, which is funny, is the Captain America musical. Because in certain shows we see that it's coming. In certain shows that we see that it's rolling.
I didn't realize.
And it's funny. It's
There's
so
a
funny
fact.
that has been the consistent thing in all the shows.
And we know
that
that.
let us
And
know.
we at least know this during Christmas time.
Yep.
It's always during Christmas time.
Yep.
Well, we do know.
We know it's rocking. The second thing, what the fuck was my second thing that I wanted to ask? I don't lost it. But that was the first thing. That was the one thing I was like, because I was like, if we're thinking about this, all the stuff, like in every show, even in Spider-Man, we saw it was already rocking. The poster was kind of deteriorated, so we knew that poster been sitting there for quite some time, right? But then in Falcon and Winter Soldier, we saw that poster was a fresh-ass poster.
But what's crazy is that Spider-Man took place after.
I thought it was before.
No, it didn't.
Or around the same time.
Spider-Man's the starting
After
point
Hawkeye.
of the fall season of everything in Marvel.
Hawkeye happened before that.
Because remember
That's what
Spider-Man came in.
Technically,
Spider-Man came in right on.
You're right. During.
Right on
Is
school
it?
opening.
That's crazy.
Right. So
That's
Spider-Man
crazy.
Spider-Man came in
and
right
then
on
when
school
it
opening,
ended,
which is
it
like
was already
fall.
winter.
So did we? So in the background of Moonknight.
Hold on. I Didge. When we ended Hawkeye, it
That was
ended
That's Christmas.
Christmas.
It ended on Christmas.
So when Spider-Man ended, they didn't say it was Christmas, but it was winter.
It was winter.
It was-
So we're
But-
assuming it was after Christmas.
Yeah.
You said Spider-Man?
Because
Spider-Man was Christmas break.
So
okay.
It was
that
Christmas break.
fucks me up even more because, like, Hawkeye fighting everybody out here and doing all type of wild shit, and they're in New York, and Spider-Man's over here opening up a whole new
There's a lot of shit going on.
There's a lot of shit going
Like
on.
it's a really weird. It's one thing I hate about Marvel because I like y'all love
That's
New
street
York.
level. No,
Y'all love New York and I get it, but goddamn, bro.
Hawkeye was on street level shit.
Yeah.
Spider-Man ain't dealing with that.
Hold on, no.
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
Hawkeye should see that shit. He should be fighting Kingpin.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
hey,
yeah,
bro,
okay, that's
what is happening right here?
No, that happened after. Remember,
Iron
Hawkeye
Man-
ended on Christmas, and then Spider-Man happened like literally right
What
after.
was so wild is that
My
they
thing
make
is
no
like
mentions.
Iron Man would have gave Hawkeye something by now to trigger him knowing like
Iron Man's
some
dead,
next
dog.
level
Iron
shit
Man
going
wasn't
on.
fucking with Hawkeye
Iron
like
Man
that.
was dead, dog.
Tony Stark didn't give a fuck about anybody because Stark technology ended with his death.
Facts.
He didn't set nobody up for the future.
No, except Spider-Man.
Besides Spider-Man.
Which he
The
can't
only-
fucking use no more because he
Bro,
gave all that shit up. You
The
know what
only
I'm saying?
person he gave anything to was Aunt May, because he was giving her that grade A iron
that was happy.
Happy
That was happy.
after. Remember,
He was
Iron Man.
No, Iron Man was fucking with Pepper, bro. Iron Man. Ain't no way you not in no
You
way.
don't live love the
Bro.
scandal. Live
You out
TMZ.
here,
He Marvel
Bro.
TMZ.
Are you a bot?
He Marvel Shade Room.
You don't think
We're
Iron Man?
Marvel
You
Shade
don't think
Room.
Iron Man was knocking out Aunt May?
No.
Look, compare Aunt May to Pepper Potts.
Are we talking about MC? We talking about MCU Iron Man? And
I'm
Iron
talking
Man.
about MCU.
Even
Iron
MCU
Man.
Iron Man.
You don't think so?
He was
Because
all about
remember,
Pepper.
You
he
had
was-
the behind
He
the
was all
scenes
about Pepper,
scandal.
dog.
He gave Pepper a suit, bro.
He always
Pepper got a suit.
He
right,
didn't cheat on
so
Pepper.
she can go do crime while he fucking Aunt May.
Hey, dog.
Like,
This nigga
he always been a
want Tony-
philanthropist.
He want
playboy.
Tony to be Nick Cannon as fuck.
As a bitch, bro.
I mean, Tony
He-
always been
You
like
want,
that.
you want Tony? You want to be like the reason Tony be looking at this nigga so hard? Like, look at this, like, cause
Bro,
you
you're
really
not
my
finna
son.
tell me
And
that.
I ain't gonna tell you. Like,
Bro.
I ain't wanna tell you.
Bro,
But
you're
you
not
really my
finna.
son.
You're not finna
What
tell
about the
me.
bro code with Happy?
You are not finna tell me that Iron Man didn't put them legs on to give himself a little bit more extra thrust while he knocking down Aunt May.
Why
you
Aunt
doing
May,
about
dog? Why?
Because look at
Tony is
Pepper.
bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's
Dad.
a lot of bad women. He could have. Why?
No,
Why not Shuri? Why not?
She was young. She was high school.
Yeah, right. She was like a teenager.
Why not Black
bro?
Widow?
What's wrong with you, dog?
Why not Black Widow?
You did know Black Widow.
That's
personally.
Right, bro. I'm sorry. Black Widow ain't that.
Why not?
Bro, what are we doing?
What?
Can we get
all
off
right,
this?
let's get a recommendation,
Can we
dog.
get
No, recommendation.
I'm gonna recommend
You not about to sit up here and tell me.
You
You not about to tell me.
I want to get into this type of conversation.
You not about to tell. Wait, hold on.
Now we top 10 the women of Marvel.
No,
Like,
I'm not saying
like,
top 10, but there's no way you not gonna tell me Scarlett Johansson is not top tier, bro.
Now we talk about Scarlett Johansson. We talk
No.
about Black Widow. Like, I mean,
all right,
we talking about Black
recommendations. I'll go first.
Interesting.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
recommendation.
Wait,
Recommendation.
no. We're not gonna do this, but y'all really think like
Yes, 100%.
Ron?
I think she's gorgeous, yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, would y'all compare her to somebody
This
else?
is my
I'm
last
not comparing.
podcast.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying
This is my
gorgeous
last podcast.
Scarlett Johansson is top tier.
I mean, I think that she really.
I'm not
stands
even
her own.
comparing
Like,
to. I'm just saying
she's
Scarlett
like-
Johansson
ugly,
is
she's-
gorgeous.
I'll give you this.
Gorgeous.
She's not ugly, but
I also don't want to get into this conversation.
I don't
Katie
either.
wanted to drink the bath water. I ain't on that,
bro. I'm
Like,
not.
Was it Katie that wanted to drink the bath water? Somebody
Yeah,
wanted to drink the
that
bath
was
water.
wild.
Somebody
Katie-
wanted to
Listen,
drink.
I'm not
Katie
drinking
bath
nobody's
water.
bad water, but I'm not knocking KD for that.
am. I still drink Melissa Ford's bath water. Have you seen her lately?
I can't be out here drinking bath.
Just
Hey, we
I'm
gotta
not
get
drinking
off
no
this.
bath.
run.
I'm
run
not drinking
the
no
bus
bath
for
water.
me, Melissa
We did from
Ford.
sports to Moonknight, and we are in the late night hours. This is what happened. This is what happened with the
Hey,
show. This is what happened when we
this
get
is
the podcast.
Geekset After Dark.
Yeah, this is what happened when we get the podcast after 11.
Geeks
fam.
get
All right.
dates.
Like, look at
I hate
that.
you, dog.
Like,
I hate you so much right now,
You
dog.
should have seen Diz's eyes light up. Like, no.
I hate you so much right now,
Geeks
dog.
get dates.
like
You just got it. Hey,
You just-
I didn't hear it the first time. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
I hate this nigga Liv, dog.
Oh my god.
That shit sound like a nigga for
Hey.
like the way you said it to me sound like a nigga voiced over me real quick like dates. Like did like this motherfucking clown like dates. Nigga got
Goddamn. Goddamn. I came
that
back
was that was definitely
I
reference-
came
that was-
back from vacation, a whole new
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you out here violent. That was definitely reference to a byproduct of our life that Liv would apparently want to bring back. You know what I'm saying?
I do not.
I thought we was
Geeks
fighting
get
against that.
dates. We hang out with friends.
All right,
we-
so
you know,
recommendations. I'm gonna go first.
Recommendations, bro.
Uh,
Stop it.
We get friend
Stop it.
zone.
I'm gonna
Geeks get friend
recommend.
zone.
I'm gonna recommend Snowfall.
We
If
petty
you are
as a
not
bitch.
up
That
to
was
date,
petty.
and if
Rudy
you have
Sick.
not been
Y'all
watching
talking
this
about
know.
episode of Snowfall,
recommendation.
I was about to say
Uh,
the same
Can you
thing. Rudy
please start-
sick of
can you
us.
start-
I was just gonna keep on going.
Can you
Yeah.
please start from the beginning?
I'm a
Please.
You got it. You got it, bro.
I'm
Go.
gonna recommend Snowfall. If you have not been watching this season of Snowfall, man, like, bro, shit has
We didn't even
everything.
talk about it.
Everything turned.
Y'all don't need to,
Everything
I ain't watching.
changed. And it's so like, bro, Snowfall is legit doing some dope shit, man. I feel like they are holding strong to John Singleton's legacy. They're doing him right with this series.
I haven't really seen much of a change.
I haven't.
not.
That's right. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and I love it. I love the character growth of a lot of people. Wanda's character growth has been dope. What's Franklin's old guy name? I can't think of his name right now. Leon.
Leon, my dog. Bro.
Yeah, Leon's character.
He going
growth.
Black Panther like
Yeah,
a motherfucker on us.
Leon's
stuff.
character growth has been dope. Like, you know, and then like, you know me, I love a good person that you like I love a actor or actress who creates a character that you hate, right? And I feel like the actress who I don't know her name, but the actress who plays Lou, like her growth and the way that you start hating her this season. Like, I feel like she is acting her ass off, dog. Like, this series is so fucking dope right now. And I love the Easter eggs that they've been throwing in. They've been throwing in little random Easter eggs to cultural things from, like, real life world and, like, 90s hip hop and 90s Cali.
They still
and
in the
drug
80s,
gang.
bro.
I mean, 80s, you're right.
They still
80s.
in
Sorry
the
about 80s, not 90s. 80s.
Angela Lewis. That's Angela
That's
Lewis.
the actress. Yeah, Angela Lewis is killing the role of Lou. Jerome, my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love Jerome.
man, oh my God.
Jerome.
Teach your man's how to squabble,
Hey,
nigga.
Teach your man's how to squabble.
I showed
bro,
Bacardi that line.
he beat the shit out of this dude
I
and
showed
then
him-
looked at
I
this
showed
guy
him.
and said,
Teach
your man's how to
Teach your
squabble.
man's how to
After
squabble.
After his
nigga.
man's was
Did you
running
see-
his
Wait,
mouth.
I know we didn't talk about it, but did you see what he did? What he posted after the slap that Will Smith?
I don't follow him.
Yeah. So what happened was after the
I mean,
slap,
life's still on, so
the Will Smith slap.
Yeah.
They got on
you
Instagram
solid.
spraying the Jerry girl juice. Like, yeah, they out
We
here
in
squabbling.
recommendations.
They out here
We have
squabbling.
recommendations. That's just one
So like, I fuck with him
we can,
heavily
we
like
can do a
that.
solo. If you really want to get your recommendation, you can do a solo video after this.
Y'all
Yeah,
niggas,
like
y'all niggas just gonna talk right into the mic as we talking to it.
I was
Y'all
just-
niggas wildin', dog.
I was trying to look at them, but I did move it up.
But yeah, man, Snowfall's my recommendation.
You?
I'll go second. I guess we'll go down.
Yeah. Because I'm still thinking.
I'm gonna recommend Tomodachi Game, anime. Basically, it's the story is these group of students. They're going on a class trip, and then 2 million yen go missing. So
Jesus.
Obviously, shit hits the fan, and they gotta play. Gotta play a game.
Go missing from where?
No, the 2 million yen just goes missing.
But whose money was it originally?
They all put the money together. It's supposed to be for the class trip.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to.
Okay, yeah. So it was all supposed to be for the class trip, and it goes missing, and they get put into a game really to figure out so they can get the money back. It's almost like a Squid Game. It's almost like a Squid Game type story, but it's anime, so it's gonna be a little bit more over the top. Mm-hmm. And I think I've only seen the 2 episodes. I think there might be a third one. I haven't watched it yet. If it is.
It's a consistent. It's
mm-hmm.
a new. It's a new coming out.
It just came out. Mm-hmm. But it's really interesting, and especially like if you like Squid Game and you like anime, so far what I'm seeing with this story, I think it's gonna be better.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, boom. All right, mine is. I'm gonna give you mine. Mine is. I'm actually having a moment. I'm taking a moment from y'all, like from you and Lib, like y'all kind of moments of like reality show type shit.
Mm-hmm. Wait, don't include me. I don't watch the reality show.
Bro, that show should not be recognized.
Ultimatum is hilarious.
What is the Ultimatum?
I hate all reality
shit
TV.
Wait, is that on Netflix?
It's like, but I mean,
is that the one
bro,
where
if
they're
you watch
like
90, if you watch the 90 days of jail shit,
Nick
whatever,
Lachey
like that's
and
watch
Vanessa
none of that
Lachey
shit.
are menacing.
Bro,
that shit is hilarious.
That shit. Bro,
Hey,
one dude was like, I don't like fat girls, and it was a big girl right on the other side.
No, you watched it. That was I didn't even get to. So I didn't even get to the second season. So the only reason I recommend it because I don't even.
They do multiple.
They do multiple.
They are menaces.
Yeah, that's blind as that.
Oh my
that was so
God.
funny. So that's the running gag for me. That's hilarious to me because
they are true menaces.
Yeah, because I watched Ultimatum, and I was like, this show is fucking retarded. For one, it's retarded. And then you know what I'm saying, like, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I'm judging y'all for watching.
Like, it's hilarious,
bro.
Like, I watched it. I watched. Like, I said,
don't want to know what I watched.
Yeah, like the fact that Liv said he watched like the night, like the jail shit, whatever. I'm like, I take this. Like, and you do really watch the show. Like, y'all niggas is stupid. Like, you really watch the show.
Fam, you gotta give the full premise. You gotta give the premise.
Yeah, the ultimate. Because I might have to go home and watch
the Ultimatum is about couples coming together on the show, and they split up. They've been dating for a long time. No. Yep. Let me get it off.
I was just watching.
They've been dating for like a period of time or whatever, but they're on this show because somebody in a relationship is really like, I want to marry this person,
bro.
Like, I want to marry this person. Like, he's so geeked about it.
I watched this shit.
He's so geeked about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, so it's like the show's about. So someone really wants to marry you. So it's like, so they bring you to this show. And the person that gave the ultimatum and the person that gets the ultimatum now is with a whole bunch of other couples of people who had the same ultimatum, and they split y'all up.
The ultimatum is marriage.
Yeah.
One couple wants to get married, the other doesn't.
Yeah.
I missed that. I'm sorry. It's funny because I didn't know the name, but I did watch this.
So Nick and the weekend, and Nick and the wife bring you to this place, and it's like, all right, well, we're gonna split y'all up, and if you ain't really with like being married yet, we're going to give you this set of people that you can just date and kind of see if you're ready to be married or not. And the same with the people that want to get ultimatum. Like, you can make your decisions or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like, we really going to just, like, if you really want to, like, give it somebody ultimatum, we're going to see if y'all ready for it, in the sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to split y'all up, put y'all in these dating situations with everybody. And I'm like, bro.
Bro, you didn't say the worst part. You have to watch your significant other on this date.
You like everything is all happening at once. So it's like all the men and all the women,
and you intermingle with those people. Too.
Yeah, all like they're all,
and you share stories.
Like they're all sharing stories. They're all in like even like and Nick, but it's funny though because the reason I didn't want to say that because Nick and them do that already. When they bring your ass to breakfast, like, so how was y'all night? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, the funniest part
is the messiest shit.
The funniest part was when I don't remember the name, but dude was on a date with this white girl.
Are you talking ugly?
Hold on, and she was like, and she thought she was hot shit.
The trash.
And she was like, and he was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm good. And she's like, why? He's like, I'm not attracted to you. well, that's impossible.
Well, yeah.
And then she got salty and walked to his girlfriend's date and was like, anything you thought about him, it is right.
Yeah.
He is an asshole. Like, bro, I can't believe I'm watching and I'm
Like,
talking
no,
about this
the
shit.
worst
So the
one-
reason-
But that
I can't
shit
believe
was
y'all
so
recommending this.
funny.
Fam,
Bro.
the worst one was the one he had to watch his girl giving him the hand. Nigga, she was giving him an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I missed this.
like,
Hey,
What?
the man you got an old fashioned and brought that back. You really brought that back.
Wait, what? Somebody
man
got a
you
hand
back,
job
baby,
on the show?
It was on the. It was. You know the
undercover.
cameras are everywhere, so it's
Yeah.
like one of them. But no, like bro, like look,
I was like, why am I watching this?
I don't really watch this
I don't
shit.
know why y'all was watching
But
this.
it was like I watch, like I said, I watch like
Hey, no,
I
no,
never,
no,
I
live in it.
never
You was
cared
watching it, nigga.
I never cared for reality
Just
shows
live
that
in
got
it.
to
You
do like
watched
It was a
dating each
train
other.
wreck.
Me neither.
Like I never cared for reality shows where you got like dating all that kind of shit. But this is like a challenge show. It's like nigga, y'all.
See, and I
we
hate
gonna
challenge
put y'all to the
shows.
test.
But that's like the island one
I
that they
don't.
have on there.
Yeah, like
I
Where-
watched
I
that
watched
one.
the 40 and naked shit or whatever.
No,
like
no,
the
no,
Naked
not
or
that
Naked
one.
and
Naked and
Afraid.
Afraid
it-
don't count.
it-
I watched Naked
No.
and Afraid. That
They
don't
got
count.
Naked and Afraid Love now.
I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I'm good on
They
that.
got
I
No.
don't need Naked and Afraid in
The one I'm
love.
talking about is that they do the same thing, but it's
It's like
couples.
Paradise
But
Island or
instead,
some
it's
shit.
called Paradise. I think it's Paradise Island.
Yeah.
Instead
How
of
do y'all-
that,
I don't get-
it's singles, and then
I
they
got a
throw the
question.
couples in with the singles.
That's I watched that
Bro,
one.
so many relationships get destroyed
Right. Hey,
because
hey,
these
so-
motherfuckers be
Hold on,
hoes.
what's your question?
I just got one question. When y'all see these titles, what make y'all hit
Listen,
play?
Hey,
I
it's-
gotta
it's
answer
the
this.
funniest shit to
I'm
me.
married. I got a girl at home. This the shit she watch. Rod, I don't know about this motherfucker right here.
Hey,
I don't know why he watching this shit. Not what I expected.
I'm watching it because it's like the funniest shit. Like,
It
But
is funny.
if you see this title, what makes you hit play? Because if I see Paradise Island, I'm like,
well,
I'm
I mean,
definitely
I'm not gonna
watching
say I'm
this
here.
shit.
I'm out here watching it on my own. Like someone just recommended me, and they're like, we should watch this.
You
like, know
watching
what
it
I'm saying?
Wait,
together
so you
with-
watching
Yeah,
it?
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
never just sat at home
Okay.
by myself.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
yeah,
watching it.
Let me
Because
throw on some.
The reason
But I'm
why,
recommending
wait, hold
it.
on. The reason why I was judging y'all, the way y'all was talking, it was like y'all was watching this on your own.
You know how you watch a show? You know how you watch a show with a girl and you like.
Listen, I watched all of Twilight because of Tiff.
I don't know if that kind of counts.
No, I
You know what's a good one though?
How is that
Ron?
count? Twilight sucks.
You know what's a
Twilight-
good one?
I mean, I bring it back. I take it back and see if we check
You
in
know
on
what's
it.
a good one that you need to watch? Married at First Sight.
No, we
That's
not
a
doing
good
that.
one.
I've
No.
seen clips of that.
You gotta watch that shit.
I seen they got too many.
If y'all
videos.
watching it as couples, I understand.
You
If
gotta
y'all
watch
watching
that
it
shit.
solely,
Hey,
I'm
like,
judging.
The
No,
Love is
you
Blind.
never
The Love
watch
is
it
Blind
again,
though.
it's
I
slow.
watched the first season of Love is
Is that
Blind.
the one
Love
where
is
the
Blind
people
shit.
wear the mask?
yeah.
No, the Love is Blind is the one people in pods and they don't even know they talk.
what's the
Okay,
one-
that
what's the
one's
one I
fun.
saw I was
Nick and
when I was
them doing
scrolling
that.
through
Nick and
Netflix,
the wife doing
I
that
saw-
shit too.
What's the one
Who
where
was
the people-
nicking him?
Nick
Nick
Lachey
Lachey.
and his wife.
Nick Lachey does that one, but there's one
Bro, I
where
don't
they
even know how
put
Nick
these
Lachey looks.
prosthetic
I'ma keep it a
masks
bean.
on.
Fair.
I don't
Like-
even know.
Oh yeah, I
I know
heard
the
about that
name.
one.
I don't know how this nigga look. I don't know.
I saw the preview for that when I was scrolling through Netflix one day. They got like, what the fuck
Bro,
is this?
Yeah.
that one.
And like, what makes you mad though is you realize
That
you
one's
are
cool.
you realize you
Oh,
are
you watched
dating
it?
with shows.
I have a
you
girl
got it,
at the
yeah.
like
crib.
you realize you are
Wait,
dating or
is
got a
this
girl or
Nick
somewhere
Lachey?
around you when you do like when you
Nick
by
Lachey,
yourself.
used to be married to he's one of the 98
98
degrees. He used to be married
Like, that's what
to
I'm saying.
Christina.
That's what
No,
You are this.
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro,
This is
if
what
you
y'all
knew
talking
anything about
you
the
don't even know who
90s,
Jessica Simpson is?
they was
I know
huge.
I don't know who Nick Lachey is.
tripping, bro.
They had a whole show together.
You tripping, bro.
Him and Jessica Simpson.
Oh,
Yes.
what type of show?
It
A
was
fucking
reality
show.
bro.
That's
on
why I
MTV.
don't know. I don't watch reality.
Rudy,
It was on MTV though.
they
Like,
dominated
I
the
don't know if
late
that was
and
working
early
and that
2000s.
worked up about.
No, what I'm trying to tell you guys said y'all looking at me like, oh, you don't know who Nick Lachey.
Rudy,
I mean,
Yeah.
Deuces, they
know how many-
dominated the
I'm
early
saying- I'm
2000s,
saying-
bro.
You know how many
I'm saying-
reality shows I watch? I watch Making the Band 1, and I watch
bro,
Making the Band 2,
Bro,
the
it's
R&B.
hot as a bitch in here,
No,
You
bro.
yeah.
watched College Hill.
No, I did not.
So
Not-
I'm so
I
what?
remember we talked about
so
College Hill.
I
can-
watched
so-
parts of it, but I
so
can't.
what
Bro,
you-
I,
Oh, I can tell
I
you.
couldn't
what
tell
you
you one
what you
person
really
from
can
it,
say,
or,
which is
or,
fine to say.
or an episode or a scene.
What
I
you
couldn't
what you
believe
really
that.
can say,
I
which
know-
is fine to say, is you really haven't watched any really white reality shows of any kind.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
I
was
watched
there-
zero. I hate.
Yeah, so it's
there's
fine.
two
Because I
genres.
mean, all those
Two genres
there's
of
black
TV.
reality shows that you can watch.
I'm about to,
I don't
I'm
watch
about
that
to, I'm about to
either.
DM,
Two
I'm about to
genres
DM
of-
his girl and be like, hey, you should watch these,
Two-
and watch him come back.
No,
Like,
she watch
yeah,
them. No, she watch them. I
you
don't
need
watch
to watch it with her.
No, fuck
Does
that.
she listen to our podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, hey Tiff, watch these reality shows.
that nigga
Two
And if he
genres-
doesn't, please let us know.
Two genres of TV I avoid with like the play competition shows. and reality shows. I hate them all.
So many
Bro,
competition
Road
shows.
Rules? You didn't fuck with Road
I
Rules?
didn't watch that.
Wow.
I watched like the.
How do you not watch Road Rules?
Thank
You like
you.
battle rapping.
My God.
How is that the fucking same?
Because it's still competition. Like, I mean, I enjoy, like,
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, you lost me for a second.
but I'm just saying. Like,
You lost me for a second. I ain't gonna lie.
and I saw it in your face, though.
I was lost for a second.
I saw it from a side view, like, bro, what? Like,
All right, I'm gonna get in my recommendation,
but I
y'all.
mean, in general.
I gotta get in my recommendation.
Yeah. I
Here.
saw it from your face, though. Like, what? Like, but I mean, just
how
in
you
general,
watch
like,
that, but you like basketball? Like, wait, what, nigga? Just because they competition don't mean it's the
But I
same.
mean,
thing.
they're
was
mostly
funny.
like live interaction, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
That
feel
was
like
funny though. That was
that
hilarious.
nigga, your face,
bro, that was a reach.
I didn't even mean to look at you, but you had to show that I had to like really glare.
That
like,
was a reach, bro.
like I had to come back.
Those
like,
not on the same level.
it wasn't a reach. It was just feel like
It was
it's
an
just,
interesting one.
it's just interesting, like, cause it really, I mean,
All right, man.
it's still preferences, like, bro. I just realized I'm really a lot more cultured than a lot of people. Like, I really listen to, I watch and listen.
I watch a lot of
So
stuff.
like-
It's just competition shows and reality shows.
All right.
But it's all still kind of like.
Can I
black
get my
ones, like, you know what I'm
recommendation?
Go
saying?
ahead,
Like, it's
Lynn. Go
real-
ahead,
No,
Lynn.
even
They-
black ones,
they-
I don't.
they
Willie
gonna-
Nelson
I like
listening
black
ass motherfucker. Can I get my
Yeah, I'm
recommendation
getting- 'cause
off?
I'm getting
I got a
hot
really,
now,
I got a
like,
good one. I got a good one for y'all. Ron, you might like this for real. I like AMC, y'all. The
channel.
channel.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
I subscribe to it. And I think the best thing about subscribing about AMC is that you get Shutter. And
Oh,
Oh,
please
yeah,
give me
we
a
was
Shutter
just talking about
recommendation.
Shudder.
You get Shutter
Yes.
for free with AMC?
yeah,
I
I
did
don't
not-
know if it's the
AMC,
entire
I think
library,
AMC and Plus.
but
I think it's
bro,
AMC Plus.
yeah, it
I
is.
AMC Plus.
I just bought Shutter. It was $3 for the. It's $3 a month.
It
until-
is
That's because
great.
it's-
All
the
right,
thing is
good.
add-on.
Y'all know, you know what? I had a revelation last night. I was thinking, like, what's my favorite fucking horror movies? I have to admit, my favorite horror movies are zombie movies. It doesn't matter
Mine
what the
too.
fuck it is.
I've watched so many
I
bad zombies movies.
love
bro.
zombie
From A-list to
movies.
Z-list. I don't watch so
I
many
will
zombies.
watch every zombie movie, and my zombie movie love started with the first George Romero zombie movie that my dad had the cassette tape of, and then Night of the Living Dead, and then the comedic
Right.
Night of the Living Dead, or Return of the Living Dead, all of that. I love zombie movies. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is, and I think I just watch it just to see people get fucked up. I don't care about the storylines. Storylines are typically crap, or it's always the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, last night I found a new zombie movie I've never seen, and I think it just came out. It's a foreign movie. I love my foreign movies, especially foreign horror. I think foreign horror is
Train to Busan.
the best. I think it's better
Shudder.
than anything American, and this is on Shudder. Man, y'all gotta watch Virus 32.
Virus 32.
Virus 32.
Oh, that's in my list on Shutter.
Good.
Oh,
Watch
you already
it.
got Shutter listed with the
Now, when you enter to watch these movies,
I'm watching Choose or Die first though.
you're not watching them for intricate storylines. If
Yeah.
you're a zombie movie
Those
fan,
zombie movies,
you're gonna
yeah.
love
it's,
this movie.
it's about how good the zombies gonna really be in the
It-
movie.
if
And
you
I also be looking for interesting kills. I'm like, oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Right, it's how you do the zombies.
so
movie
the
was like
zombies
yesterday.
in this movie are
Virus 32.
It came out yesterday.
It literally. That's what I added it this
that's
morning.
crazy. It came out yesterday.
I added it this morning.
I watched it last night. So, and I watched it again this morning. It's weird because the zombies are Dawn of the Dead 2002. I think that's when that movie came out. Zombies, those were the first fast zombies.
Was that Dawn of the Dead?
Was that the first
Dawn
one?
of the
when
Dead.
So what year 28? I was gonna say what year 28 days later?
Dawn of the Dead is 2002, I believe. They are the first fast zombies. I know this for a fact.
I thought
28
28 days later.
I thought 28
started
days.
off with
28
the
days
first.
later came after, and it came, I think, 2 to 3 years after.
28 days later came out 02.
Oh, two. Okay, so Dawn of the Dead came out when?
I'm about to.
The
well,
remake.
I want to see when 28, like when in 02. So
Why he's looking at that? You
June.
can't never say that I'm long-winded with my recommendation because you did a.
That nigga gave us a.
He
fucking
gave us a whole speech
Dawn of the
intro
Dead
before he
came out
even said
before.
it.
So Dawn of the Dead followed up after 28 days later.
yeah,
They figured out. They saw
They
that
saw that fast zombie
They saw
shit.
niggas like fast zombies. Like shit,
wait.
fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like
been doing the walking zombies. Like,
nigga,
no, we
by
gotta
that
get the
time Resident Evil
sprinters.
changed to
Gotta
you
get
had
the
running
sprinters,
zombies.
dog.
Yeah,
Damn. I got my movies mixed up. You are absolutely correct.
of course.
28 days later is the I don't know. This is weird because there was I don't know where I heard this. I've always been told, and anything I read was, Dawn of the Dead always were the first fast zombies, and I think that's because I think the argument was, now that I see this, I think that the argument was that 28 days later and 28 weeks later weren't really zombies.
Yeah, because they really was
because
just
they were
rage.
it was a rabid rage.
Yeah, it was rage.
But I mean, that's sort of what zombies became now.
Yeah, but I guess
no,
what Liv's point is that
because
to
in
Liv's
Dawn
point,
of the Dead, they were true
and
zombies.
Reanimated, like you.
But that's what I'm saying. Zombies kind of.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
So,
to Liv's the
yeah.
argument
here's
is that they're not the Walking Dead. They're not zombies because you got hit with a remember
you had to get infected with something in your blood to turn into a rage,
so
and the way that they described it was a rabid thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I said 28 days later was the first fast zombies, because there you literally can die
and it'll
get
come
your
back up.
fuck up, get back up, and you become the first fast
So
zombie.
I get that.
That's
That's that asterisk.
I think I might be right, even though I now that I look at it.
To be fair, Bravo also, that's the reason why they named it one of their top horror movies, is because that was the first fast zombies.
28 days later.
But
But you know
also,
what?
in the description of
Like
28
in
days
the
later,
world, like that's a
in
it's a
28
bro,
days later's
game-changing
description,
moment.
do they
Here's
call
the
it zombies?
thing.
Bitch, because that may be the fear. Do they call them zombies in 28 days
No,
later?
no, they don't. And here's the weird thing.
And that
you
may
can
be the
get it.
determining
Remember, they tried to protect themselves
It's
from
listed as
infection
still a
of
zombie.
blood.
Oh, it is
I think they
okay.
called them infected back then.
If
it was moments where they started like infecting the zombies became a thing.
That-
Bro.
I hear, yeah. I'm just saying.
Bro, the definition of a
Schematics.
zombie
Look,
is something
that's a
that
whole nother pod.
something
Yeah.
that dies and comes back to life. 28 days later, if you got infected with the blood, you became whatever it was.
It was 28 days later,
So I can't consider that a zombie.
But they were zombies.
But that's almost what
They
zombies
call
are.
it zombies.
Because what grew from that
We're going to have to go to another one.
was
bro.
actually fucking.
Because this is
what's
a
the time?
whole nother pod
that's another,
debate.
like, what's the time? World War Z. Like what grew from that.
That's
is
almost
World War
what
Z.
zombies
World War
are.
Z
I
was
always-
years
I always
later,
feel
though.
I always feel like.
But that's what I'm
even
saying.
though-
That's almost the zombie genre now. Like that.
Yeah, I always feel like
But
even though they
because-
never really
because-
connected them together, like 28 days later led to World
Camera
War Z.
died.
That's what I was trying to
I
tell
read
niggas.
something.
I told y'all.
Y'all wanted to keep on going. I said,
Camera
listen,
died. We done.
That's
now.
that's
fine.
a whole nother pod.
We still
Y'all
recording.
trying to define zombies.
Anywho, watch Virus 32.
Bro, we doing.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was.
That's gone.
I thought it was dope to watch.
That's what I was saying.
Am I gonna get my recommendations so we can close the show out? Fuck the
Yeah.
camera. We still
yeah.
got a whole podcast that gotta get
Would
released.
have
right?
finished it out. Yeah.
All right. Virus 32. Just watch it. That's my recommendation for today.
All right, and then OG recommendation, man, go to GeeksetPodcast.com. Man, make sure you go to the store, check out some of our merch, man. Make sure you check out all the past articles. Go to our social media at Geekset Podcast everywhere. Go to our YouTube, watch some of those old vids, man. One-on-one with Deuces, Geekset Rewind, Sofrito Poppy's review, some of our vlog episodes. We got some really dope coverage in like C2E2, Anime MKE, Wakanda Con, stuff like that. Make sure you check that out. But also, you guys, everybody, you should know by now, if this is your first episode, what we are doing a documentary called the Black Geek Documentary. It's our love letter to the blurred culture, and right now we are crowdfunding it. Look into the description down below because we have our GoFundMe there. But just as important as subscribing to the GoFundMe, we have our Patreon. All funds are being reallocated towards the to the Black Geek Documentary, so you can sign up there. Join our Discord full of dope people. But also, if you see the Black Geek Documentary, you see the trailer, you see the poster, you see the post, you see the hashtag, share, like, comment, because that is very important as well, just to continue to get the word out and stuff like that. And also, like I said, just search up the Black Geek Documentary, see all the coverage that's been going on. You see us in Force, Black Wall Street Times, Marquee Journal Sentinel, Black Girl Nerds, GVN Podcast, shout out to them. Like, we are talking about it everywhere we go because it is that important, and we are trying to make sure that this documentary is something that the blur culture is proud of. So we are not cutting any corners. We are making sure that we're doing this at a high level. And if you've already been watching the podcast and checking out some of our content, a lot of the faces that you've seen us interview or people that's been affiliated with us will be showing up in that documentary, and it's going to be such a dope thing. So definitely the Black Geek Documentary is the goal, is the mission right now. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together that's been in Forbes.com and Black Wall Street Times. And we are out.
Forbes.
Peace.
I have these most